Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Panther Stadium. It's homecoming here at Medina Valley as the Laredo Nixon Mustangs come to take on the Medina Valley Panthers. Panthers 3-2 in district play. I think Nixon's, 1-4, Maury, something like that.
I think they're 1-3. They've had their bye already.
Yeah, that's right. But the Panthers going to be taking on Nixon. They've faced one of the three Laredo schools already, went down to Martin and beat them in a shutout victory down there. And Medina Valley coming off of a win against Eagle Pass last week down in Eagle Pass. And we'll hope Medina Valley can continue that here today, especially going into a big Southwest game next week down at Dragon Stadium down there. So should be a good night here for a ball game. The weather's cooled off a little bit. It's not as hot as it was earlier in the season. Cloudy today, but I don't think there's any chance of rain in the forecast, and it should be a nice night for a ball game.
Should be a nice night, and Jared, when homecoming comes around, kind of a little different feel in the air. It's not as warm as it was. It's, the humidity's not as bad today. A little cooler in the evenings as it's starting to turn into some basically fall weather like it should be. It should be a little cooler than it is, but we'll take the little bit of coolness that we got. Panthers are coming into this game, as you say, Jared, on a winning streak. Need to continue that, need to take care of business. This is one of those games where, on paper, the Panthers look like they should win, but you never know. You don't win on paper, you win on the scoreboard and how you perform out on the field. And if homecoming don't get you fired up here at Medina Valley, nothing can.
No, it should be a big crowd on hand here tonight for this ball game. They've had the Casterville Elementary get to run out on the field tonight, and also St. Louis School over there had their kids run out as well tonight as Medina Valley keeps doing the tribute to the elementary.
You can see the line on 471 going into the park. It's all the way out Victory Lane if you're familiar with the school here, so big line still waiting to get in, and venture to say some of them may not make it by the start of the football game.
No, and if you notice, the Nixon stands are pretty empty. I would imagine that they probably are bringing some people on a bus, maybe something like that just hasn't quite arrived yet. But they're getting close. Their band's not here yet either. I don't know if they'll be coming or not, considering they might have marching contests tomorrow also, and that's a long way to come here and have to go back. But it should be a nice night for a ball game. We're going to take a quick break and come back. You're listening to Panther Football, and we'll continue here in just a moment.
It's our biggest sale of the year at North Park Chevrolet. Choose from over 600 new vehicles in stock or on order, all with low posted prices. Get 2 years of no charge oil changes and unlimited wash tub car washes with your new vehicle purchase. Plus, no payments for 90 days and 2.89% financing available. Open until 9 p.m. every Friday and Saturday. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Texas, 268,000 square miles and then some. Twice as much elbow room as California. There's just no place like Texas. And you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Garner Abstract and Land Company, the title company with professional service and a personal touch. Garner services real estate transactions, buying, selling, and construction loans for commercial and residential. They specialize in land development and farm and ranch. Garner, offering a commitment to professionalism, confidentiality, and personal service combined with the latest technology. Garner Abstract and Land Company will work to earn your trust. Garner Abstract and Land Company, 830-346-1367.
Welcome back here to Panther Stadium. Medina Valley getting set to take on Laredo Nixon. The Mustangs traveling here to Panther Stadium on homecoming here for the Panthers. Just had the alma mater played for Medina Valley. And getting ready. The team should be coming out here in a little while. But, Maury, you've got some more. We've had an injury bug this season, and we just found out that Daniel Reza will not be playing tonight. Also, he has some kind of leg, knee injury. We don't know exactly what it is yet, but he won't be playing tonight as well. You've had both of the quarterbacks go out with injury, and you've had a freshman, Xavier Gonzalez, has had to step in and play, and he's 2-1 as a starter for the Panthers. He's had his moments because he's a freshman. They're gonna come. That's just something you have to live with. But I would imagine that hopefully he'll come out here. He should be growing up as the season goes on, and we'll start seeing a little more maturity out of him as the season progresses.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier, me and you, the first game that we watched the young man play on the varsity level. In the program, he's always going to have that number 9 by his name in the grade. But you get to the third, fourth game, that's out of the picture no more. He's no more a freshman anymore. He's seasoned, and he's improving every week. And you talk about the injuries, unfortunately, Daniel Reyes, number 22, it was the second series of the football game last week, kind of got dinged up a little bit, and he came back and tried to play a little bit more in the game, but you could tell it was bothering him the whole game. So they don't know the diagnosis of that. He is on the sidelines with a brace on his leg, so he's going to be out for a while. Michael Newton is still rehabbing. He's, I think, he had a season-ending
yes, he did.
Injury.
He had
so
an ACL.
But it's like Coach Sanchez said, it's the next young man up, and fortunately for the Panthers, you have enough formidable athletes out there that have been able to step in and do a good job. So, gonna let the young guys get in there and do some work tonight. And keys to the game, Jared, as always, you got to protect the football and you got to finish.
That's going to be the big key here against this team, is that you cannot give them short fields to work with. We talked to Coach Gonzalez, the defensive coordinator. He was at the show on Wednesday night, and he was saying that they're about 50-50 pass and run, but they feel like they know where the ball is going. Laredo Nixon has a big lineman that they said they run behind him most of the time. And I think Medina Valley feels like they know what's going to happen here, and they feel like they can keep them behind the chains. But if you give a team like this a short field to work with, anything can happen here, because now they don't have to go the length of the field. They only have to go 10, 20, 30 yards to get a score. And, all it takes is one big play. So if you're the Panther defense, you need to keep them behind the chains. And if you're the offense, you just need to methodically move the football the way they have on some of these teams this year. You're going to have that punch of Guerrero, the running back, and then you're going to have your little pass plays. Gonzalez runs those where they throw it out to the side and get, 2, 3, 4, 5 yards here and there. I think they just need to methodically move the ball, shorten the game down, and not let Laredo Nixon have the ball that much.
Well, and I think you're going to see maybe a little bit more influx with number 32 in the backfield as well, Mr. Pierce, who has shown the last couple of games of just that burst. When he gets out in the open, he can take it the distance. He's gone. So we kind of like to see both of them. We talked about it after the Sports for Supper show, you and I and Jeff. kind of like to see both of those young men at the same time in the backfield and have like that thunder and lightning aspect and, try to guard two of them.
Well, exactly. That keeps the defense on their toes a little bit more, not knowing exactly who's going to get the football and knowing that either one of them can break tackles. They both run hard. They don't go down at first contact, and that's a big attribute for a running back, and you have two of them that are like that.
Absolutely.
And so Medina Valley just came out onto the field. Laredo Nixon is too, and we are going to take a break for the national anthem. I think they're going to introduce all the color guard first before we go ahead and do that. But also like to, say good luck to all of the young men and women in the homecoming court here tonight. They're down on the south or on the north end of the end zone here is where they'll be set up tonight. I think they'll have all the homecoming festivities at halftime where they'll announce the winners. But we are going to go ahead and take a break for the anthem. You're listening to Panther Football, brought to you by North Park Chevrolet, and we will continue here in just a moment.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Call State Farm agent Hazel Russell in Castroville at 830-931.
Tandre Gwynn Funeral Home in Castroville, Texas, has been providing funeral services to families in the Medina Valley and surrounding areas for many generations. Tandre Gwynn Funeral Home is proud to support the broadcast by the Medina Valley Broadcast Network for the athletes and students participating in this event. Go Panthers! Tandre Gwynn Funeral Home, Castroville, Texas. You may view obituaries at Tandre, Tondre-Gwynn, Guinn.com, or visit the Facebook page of Tandre Gwynn Funeral Home to view funeral notices.
The Medina Valley Sports Boosters are proud to support the Medina Valley Panthers. The Boosters are always looking for volunteers and new members. The MVP Boosters raise funds to support the MVISD sports and scholarship programs. Get your Panther swag at the football store located next to the concession stand. We have several items on sale. Join, volunteer, or purchase your Panther swag today at mvpboosters.com.
Welcome back to Panther Stadium. Medina Valley and Laredo Nixon getting ready to square off here in a district battle. Panthers 3-2 in district play, looking to try to get to 4-2 here this evening. I think Southwest Legacy is the only undefeated team. Or
Cigaroa.
The South Side?
South Side.
Yep. Still undefeated, and we'll keep some track of some of the scores around the area as the evening goes on.
Just recognizing the men and women in the crowd that have served our country so proudly and made this the best country in the whole world, our service members.
So tonight you've got Eagle Pass Wynn taking on South San, Laredo Cigaroa taking on Southside at Southside, and Laredo Martin taking on Southwest Legacy as Southwest has their bye week tonight. Medina Valley has a bye week in 2 weeks. On the 21st, there will be no game as the Panthers will take on Southwest. They have a whole extra week to prepare for the Panthers with their bye week here tonight. And so the captain's out at midfield right now for the Panthers. That's number 28, Anthony Guerrero, number 62, C.J. Beal, number 42, Nicholas Benke, and number 45, Matthew Santos, are the captains. And it looks like
Number 1, 7.
Nixon has won the toss. They elect to receive. And so the Panthers are going to be on defense first. So Medina Valley will be booting it away tonight. And I always like that. I know the Panthers lost the toss, but, I mean, even if they'd have won, I think that the outcome probably would have been about the same.
Been the same, yes.
Yeah, they'd have deferred to the second half. But you always like, you know, you never want to go into the locker room at halftime down, but I feel like if you get in that situation, you'd rather have the ball first than waste the time.
Absolutely.
To start the second half.
Absolutely.
There's a orange MV painted on the field here tonight. I know it was, I think, one of the students from the one of the art classes that came up with the idea and had some help doing it.
Looks good out there. The only thing with any color, because there sure ain't no grass.
For Laredo Nixon, they'll send one back deep. It looks like Gavin Rips has it teed up for Medina Valley, ready to boot it away. We're ready to get this ball game going here on homecoming night. Pretty good crowd on hand. People still filing in here. There's still a line outside the stadium to get in. Rips ready to boot it away. And he will put his right foot into it. A high end-over-end kick that's going to be fielded by number 7 at the 15. Starts up to the 20, 25, 30. A little hole to run through, and he gets up to about the 38-yard line. That was number 7, Alexis Aldana, on the return. And Nixon will start at their own 39-yard line.
James Vallejo on the stop there for Medina Valley.
Pretty decent return that time. 24-yard return. And the Panther defense will dig in. Out of the shotgun, Nixon. They move left to right to start the ball game in the yellow and green. Quarterback Ray Gonzalez, he's a junior. We were told that they're about 50-50. They run and throw the football. Snaps it over his head, and he falls down right on top of it around the 30-yard line. They'll give him the 31. Lost, 8 yards? It's going to bring up 2nd and 18.
Dan Vallejo was coming in untouched there from his defensive end spot for Medina Valley.
Ben Limon, the running back, right behind Gonzalez. 3 wide out to the left here. Takes the snap. Looking to throw off play action. Fires over the middle, and it was in and out of the hands of number 45, Matthew Santos, who had a sure interception.
Maybe 6 points also. Yeah. He just sat down right in that open spot there and read the quarterback the whole way.
And that is going to bring up a 3rd and 18 after the incomplete pass. Gonzalez in the gun, takes a snap, looking to throw. Now he's rolling out to the left, throws against his body, almost picked off again. This time it was number 27 for the Panthers right there. That's Manny Riojas. Didn't come up with that one, but it's 4th down and 3 and out for the Mustangs.
That's what they say. Maybe that's why they're on defense, right? But a good job, good series there for the Panthers on defense.
Only rushing 3, dropped everyone back into coverage, and it worked for them on that opening series.
Absolutely.
Aldana, the punter. It looks like he's going to boot it away. A high kick that's going to be fielded. It's muffed, but then picked up. Escapes for a second and taken down at the 36-yard line. That was Carter Hewitt on the return, who muffed the punt for a second. He got very fortunate as it bounced right back up into his stomach. He was able to maintain it.
Yeah, J.J. Ortiz on the stop there on special teams for the Mustangs.
And the Panthers are going to start at their own 36-yard line. Gonzalez out of the shotgun here for Medina Valley. They come out with 2 wide to the left. Takes the snap, gives it to Guerrero. Trying to come to the left side of the line as he shifted back across the formation. He picks up 2 yards on the play.
Ortiz and Marin for the Mustangs.
It's going to bring up 2nd down and 8 here for the Panthers.
Mustangs sporting their pink socks for Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Takes the snap, looking to throw. Fires, complete out here to the left side and then forced out of bounds. That was number 8 on the reception for the Panthers, Jaden Gonzalez.
Number 8 on the coverage for the Mustangs, Torres.
It's going to be 3rd down and 7 to go as they give him the 39-yard line. Gonzalez in the gun here, takes the snap, looking to throw, fires, complete out here to the left side, but then he stepped out of bounds at the 45. He's going to be about a yard shy of the 1st down. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Ty Millis on the reception there for the Panthers. Torres on the coverage.
They're going to go for it, Maury.
I like it.
4th down and 1, ball at the 45-yard line. Gonzalez out of the shotgun here. Guerrero to his right. 2 wide receivers out here to the left. They'll send a man in motion. Takes the snap. Going to run it himself up the middle. He's going to have the 1st down. It was a busted play, but it worked out for the Panthers because Guerrero didn't move like he was going to take the handoff, and Gonzalez tried to hand it to him, and he wasn't there.
I don't think Gonzalez was ready for the ball. It hit him in the chest, and he really wasn't looking for that quick snap. But luckily, they only needed a yard, and he got a yard and a half.
It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Panthers as they convert on 4th down. 10:20 to play here in the 1st quarter. They'll look to the sideline here for a new play. Takes the snap, gives it up the middle. Pierce across midfield. He falls forward to the 47-yard line. 6-yard pickup on the play. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Jimenez on the stop there for the Mustangs. Good running after contact there by the Panthers.
Guerrero to the left of Gonzalez. Takes the snap, gives it to Guerrero, right side, makes a man miss, pulling through a tackle, and he's going to have a 1st down, and he gets up down to about the 41-yard line.
Ortiz once again on the stop. Ortiz and Marin.
Another 7 yards for the Panthers right there. It'll be 1st down and 10. Ball at the Nixon 40. 9:21 to play here in the 1st quarter. Medina Valley, hey, they stayed with the same formation this whole drive. The 2 wide out here to the left side, and that's it. They'll give Guerrero again up the middle, has some room to run, pulls through a tackle to the 30, spins his way down to the 25-yard line before he's brought down. Picks up, they'll give him 14 yards on the carry.
Lucio, the free safety, making the stop.
Nice burst that time by Guerrero through the hole. And that Panther offensive front starting to open up some gaps for Guerrero to run in. .8:40 to go. 1st quarter. No score yet in the ball game. Going to fire left side. Complete number 80. Makes a man miss to the 20, and he's pushed out of bounds. As that was Ty Millis on the reception.
Aldana running him out of bounds. But another good gain by the Panthers, keeping in front of those chains.
Oh, and they said he stepped out of bounds at the 21-yard line. It's going to be a 5-yard pickup. 2nd and 5. Gives to Guerrero right up the middle, and he got hit hard and taken down that time for no gain.
That was Ortiz once again. That's the 4th tackle for Ortiz
there's
tonight.
Not many people that get a square hit on Guerrero,
No,
and he got a good one.
That one was square.
Panthers on 3rd down here from the 21. Three wide out here to the left this time. Takes a snap, throws, complete to Hewitt, and he fumbles the football, and it goes out of bounds. We'll see where they spot it.
Aldana on the stop there for the Mustangs.
I think he's going to be about 2 yards shy of the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down and 2. Well, one of the things I noticed about Hewitt on the punt return, he carries the ball in his forearm away from his body, and when you do that, it's going to get slapped out.
We have a Panther down on the sidelines right now.
And
trainers are looking at the young man that's down on the sidelines.
7:55 to go here in the first quarter. Injured player is up. And already on the sideline over here. It's going to be 4th down and 2 coming up here for Medina Valley, and we'll see what they choose to do here. Looks like this ball spotted at the 18-yard line. That would be a 35-yard attempt from here, but they're going to go for it. It's Gonzalez and Guerrero both out there on the field.
Yeah.
They've already converted once on 4th down in this drive on 4th and 1.
Matthew Newton lined up, potentially the lead blocker here in the fullback position.
3 wide receivers for the Panthers, 2 out here to the left. Got 1 man isolated out to the right side. 4th down and 2. Takes a snap. Gives to Guerrero. He's got a first down and a little bit more as he pulls his way down across the 10 to about the 9-yard line. And a first down. It'll be 1st and goal for the Panthers.
Ortiz wants to get on the stop, and he just followed number 26. 26, Newton, right up the gut. Right over the left tackle for the gain that needed. 1st and goal.
7:35 to play. Send a man in motion. It goes over Gonzalez's head. He picks it up. Looking to throw. Fires. Complete. Going to get a couple of yards. Gets down to the 7-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 7. Yeah, he did a good job there picking that up and making something happen.
But that's a couple of times that the ball's getting on him before. I'm wondering.
It's the motion. Yeah, it's every time they send a man in motion. And it. I don't know if they're trying to get him across the formation or get him the ball before, but I don't think everyone's on the same page on that play.
It doesn't look like Gonzalez is expecting the ball that quick.
Out of the gun here on 2nd and goal. Give to Guerrero. Try to bounce it outside. Now he makes a cut up, and he's going to push his way toward the end zone, and he's in for a touchdown. What a hard 7-yard run by Guerrero, and the Panthers put up points first. They lead 6-0 with 7:15 to play in the first quarter.
Those last 3 yards all on his own, carrying tacklers into the end zone for the touchdown. Great way to start off this ball game. A 3 and out, take possession and march it down the field and get a score.
13 plays? Yeah, and Mario and I talked about that before the game, about wanting to methodically move the football and use up some clock and finish. Padilla's extra point is up, and it is good with 7:15 to go in the first quarter. Your score, Medina Valley 7, Laredo Nixon nothing. We'll take a break and come back. You're listening to Panther Football, and we'll continue in just a moment.
Double T Outfitters offers deer, dove, turkey, quail, and exotic hunts in Southwest Texas on over 20,000 low-fenced acres. They facilitate professional guide services, lodging, and fantastic meals while providing the best in Southwest hunting. Contact Double T Outfitters to find out details about their current package hunts. Contact owner Brett Ferguson at 210-413-1597 or online at doubletehunting.com.
Welcome back to Panther Stadium. Medina Valley with a 7-0 lead over Laredo Nixon as Gavin Rips has it teed up, ready to kick it away. And the kickoff brought to you by Garner Abstract and Land, along with Rancher's Title. So Rips ready to kick it away. And he kicks it high in the air. It's going to be fielded at about the 13, put it on the ground and picks it right back up to the 25, and he's taken down around the 27-yard line. I believe that was number 8, Robert Torres, on the return.
Ruben Rincon on the stop there on special teams for the Panthers.
And so first down and 10 for the Mustangs from their own 28-yard line. We'll see how they respond. They went 3 and out on their opening possession, lost 8 yards, and the Panthers marched it 13 plays down the field to score. Gonzalez out of the gun. Ray Gonzalez takes the snap. Going to give it to Limon this time. He's got some room to run. He gets across to the 40-yard line, picked up 12 yards. It'll be first down.
Vallejo on the stop for Medina Valley.
It's the first time they really tried to run the ball that time, and they got 12 yards out of it. Same play again. Limon up the middle, and this time he's only going to get 2 yards on the play, up to the 42.
Going to be dragged to the ground by big number 66 for the Panthers, Joseph Alamos.
High snap, bats it to himself, and he gets yards out of it. Gets 2 yards out of it, up to the 44-yard line that time.
Morales on the stop for Medina Valley.
That snap was high, and Gonzalez just had to do a good. He got his hand up in the air and managed to bat it right to himself.
Yeah, he needed every bit of the height that he has just to keep it in front of him.
So third down and 6 to go here. Takes the snap, gives to Limon left side, and he's going to get taken down at the 45. He's going to be 5 yards shy of the first down, and we'll see what Nixon chooses to do.
That was Morales once again for Medina Valley.
Looks like they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and 5. Might try to draw the Panthers offside. They actually came pretty close right there as one of the ends jumped, but they didn't snap the ball. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Gonzalez with time, fires deep down the middle of the field. Incomplete and a pass interference.
He held him.
He did. He had him the whole time.
He grabbed him by the jersey, slowed him up.
That pass was intended for Alexis Aldana, and on 4th and 5, they don't convert, but the pass interference is going to give them a first down.
Going to give them 15 yards from the spot. So move it all the way down to the 40-yard line.
You know, they talked on the show Wednesday night that Nixon's got some size up there on their line, and you can see Anthony Palacios, big number 77 over there at the left guard position. I would expect them to run behind him a lot tonight. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Panther 40-yard line after the penalty. Gonzalez out of the gun. Limon behind him. More of a pistol formation. Takes the snap. Play action. Looking to throw left side. He fires it deep again this time. And he goes up and makes the catch. Fumble. No, incomplete. They're going to call it incomplete, that he never had the ball. No flags thrown. And it's going to go as an incompletion. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Aldana out there for the Mustangs. Warren on the coverage for Medina Valley.
Update from the volleyball as the Panthers won the first set, and they're just fixing to start the second. It'll be 2nd down and 10. They've aired it out a couple of times in a row here now, Maury.
Yeah, they have.
He got bailed out on one. In the second one, he almost came down with it, made a good catch, just couldn't control it through the ground.
Yeah, the defensive back, Warren, stayed with that and punched it out at the last minute.
3 wide out here to the right. Takes the snap. Looking to throw under pressure. It's a screen. Set it up. Gets it to Limon, but he's going to get sniffed out and taken down at the 41, actually the 39-yard line. Picked up 1, maybe 2 on the play.
Santos and Vallejo on the stop there for Medina Valley.
They give him 1 yard to the 39. You know, and Limon caught the football, but he kind of stood there for a little bit, like looking what he wanted to do. I think if he'd have just taken off, he'd have got a little more out of that. He gave Medina Valley time to react.
Yep.
4:47 to play, first quarter. 4 wide outs here. Gonzalez looking to throw under pressure, steps up, he's going to run. He's got a lot of green in front of him. across the 30, 25, and he slides down at the 25. They're going to say he started his slide at the 27, and that's where they'll mark him.
Panthers had some men in the backfield, but just did not break down. They overran the play.
It's going to be first down and 10 from the 27. Out of the pistol, takes the snap, play action over the left side, throws it up, and he does not make the catch. It falls incomplete. That was Aldana again, the intended receiver. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Warren on the coverage again for the Panthers.
They're picking on that side over there. Well, they want to go to Aldana.
Yep.
They said they had a receiver that they like to go to a lot. Well, from early on, we can tell that that's him. They'll go from the gun here on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Fires quick out Aldana, and it goes in and out of his hands. The pass was a little high. Nonetheless, he should have came down with it, but it'll be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, he was looking upfield to run with that, or looking upfield to see how close the defensive back was, and just did not bring that ball in.
Well, and you could see him after the play kind of look at his hands like, man, I should have had that. Third and 10 coming up here. From the shotgun, he'll take the snap. Going to roll out left side, and he throws that out of bounds. That's just a play that didn't make a lot of sense to me right there, the way that developed. But nonetheless, it's 4th and 10. I'm sure they're going to go for it here.
If he catches the ball, he loses yards.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to go here, 4th down and 10. Out of the shotgun. Ball at the 27. Tried to draw him offside. Now they'll look to the sideline for the play. They'll have trips out here to the right side. 3:55 to play in the first. Takes the snap. Gonzalez lets it fly. Deep left side. And that's going to go incomplete. Kind of overthrew him that time. I don't think Aldana was ever able to even get his hands out for the football, but the Panthers hold. It'll be a turnover on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 Medina Valley from their own 27-yard line.
Yeah, after the quarterback scamper for a first down, 4 straight incomplete passes.
Yeah, and, they went for it on 4th down and 5 earlier on this drive, got bailed out by a pass interference call. Medina Valley with a 7-0 lead and the football. Panthers come with split backs this time. Out of the gun. They'll have Guerrero and Pierce both in the backfield. They're going to give it to Pierce. Going to get to the outside. Good block by Guerrero. And he gets up to the 31-yard line, gets a couple of yards, maybe 3 on the play.
That was Aldana on the stop there for.
Playing both ways for the Mustangs. That's something you see less and less, especially at the 5A level. Kids playing both ways. Split backs again. We talked about maybe wanting to see that, and now there they go. They're putting it in there, implementing that a little bit. It's going to be 2nd down and 6 coming up here. Takes a snap. Gonzalez going to try to run it himself. There's a flag down at the 30-yard line.
Looked like a busted play once again in the backfield as Torres comes up with the stop.
Well, and both running backs went forward like they both wanted to block, and Gonzalez looked around. There was nobody waiting for a handoff.
Well, you talked about also, going both ways. Aldana's back out there. But we noticed in the game with Southside, when the game was on the line, Southside had their better players going both ways.
Yeah. To hold against the Panthers. So that'll replay 2nd down. It should be 2nd down and 16 now for Medina Valley as they move back to the 21-yard line. 3:18 to play in the first quarter.
A late arriving crowd here for the Panthers. They're still filing in a little bit.
Yep. Gonzalez looking to throw, fires it deep across his body. Martinez went up to try to make that play, couldn't get it. They wanted the flag. No interference call that time right here in front of the Panthers sideline.
Got number 13, Jerry, on the coverage.
Jaden Gonzalez with a good effort. I don't think he could get both hands up. I think one of them was getting held down by the defender. He was able to get his left hand up, got it to the ball, but unable to bring it in.
And we've seen him make some spectacular catches already this year, and I thought he just brought down another one.
It's going to be third down and 16 here. Three wide out here for the Panthers. Gonzalez looking to throw. Now he's going to try to run it. I think that was a straight quarterback draw, but he had nowhere to go with it. Picks up maybe a yard on the play. If that, it's going to be fourth down. The Panthers have to punt.
Got big number 78, Morales, getting up from the bottom of the pile for the Mustangs.
Well, I know Medina Valley might be trying to do a few more things here, but what worked for them the best in that opening series was running the ball down their throat, and they went away from that.
You never saw that formation one time in that series.
I mean, if you want to try something else, something new, that's great, but maybe try to get up by 2 or 3 scores before you start doing it. So the Panthers will have to punt. Aldana, the return man, standing at midfield. So, Nixon ought to get pretty decent field position here. And now a timeout taken by Medina Valley. With 2:55 to go, it's taking a timeout on a punt.
Well, and that timeout is sponsored by Peerless Equipment.
Yep.
They can make it rain, and, boy, we could sure use some now. Is that little bit that we had earlier did not last too long.
No, that's.
And if you want any evidence of it, just look at your video and look at this field. It is pathetic.
Absolutely. It's from years of neglect.
Yeah. And getting used for a lot more than it used to get used for now. But there's a lot they could do with it.
Yeah, till it up.
Yep. Valley ready to punt it away. Gets the punt off, an end-over-end kick that is going to bounce at the 50. Takes a Panther bounce and will roll dead at the 41-yard line.
Good punt there by Brennan Butler. Yep. Did not allow Aldana to even have a chance to return that.
Nope.
Directional punt away from the return man.
Now Medina Valley really needs to do here, they need to stop them is, Nixon actually had something going on that last possession.
Yeah, they flipped the field position around.
So the Mustangs will come out here in the shotgun.
But it was a penalty and a busted play that got them the 35 of the yards they had on that drive.
4 wide out here for the Mustangs. Ray Gonzalez takes the snap. The flea flicker that does not work. The ball's actually loose. Limon picks it up and falls on it back at the 28-yard line. They'll spot him at the 29. Very fortunate that they still have the football.
Yeah, Morales and Riojas. And, Jared, what did Coach tell us at Sport for Supper? Who did he say that was going to make a lot of plays, tackles for losses? Your defensive ends, and there again, Morales was in the backfield.
Yeah, it's going to be second down and 22 here, as that was a loss of 12 yards. Takes a snap. Gonzalez looking to throw. Fires over the middle. He's got a man complete 45-50. Good job that time to get a hold of the jersey and bring him down. That was number 24 on the reception, Thomas Limon.
James Martinez for the Panthers on the stop. Just a simple crossing route. Found the open spot. Good throw and a good catch.
That's 2nd and 22. They convert. It's 1st down and 10 at the Panther 44. They give it to Limon up the middle, and he gets across the 40 down to the 39-yard line. Picks up 5.
Nicholas Benke on the stop for the Panthers.
2nd down, 5 to go. And, Maury, it's a play like that over the middle, that can get your offense the confidence it needs to get moving. And as a Panther defense, that can spread you out a little bit when something like that happens.
And he throws a pretty ball.
Takes a snap, steps up, fires deep. He's got a man wide open to Aldana. Touchdown. Laredo Nixon, nobody within 15 yards of him.
There was no safety even close to that. That was one of those where you think if you drop that one, it's like, oh, my.
Well, he almost fell down before he got to the end zone.
Wow.
7-6 your score. My goodness. What was that, a 39-yard touchdown pass? 43
or 43, yep. We had the one, wow.
Ray Gonzalez is a quarterback.
Wow, he does everything.
And the kick is up and good, so your score with 1:06 to go in the first quarter, Laredo Nixon 7, Medina Valley 7. And, Maury, that's why we talked about all it takes is one play like that to get it back into the game. Now, Medina Valley tried to show something different on their last possession. The opening drive of the game, they took it 13 plays, took it all the way down the field, punched it into the end zone. They went completely away from what worked for them on that opening drive in their second series. I would imagine they're going to go back to a good dose of Guerrero and try to get back on the board here and get on top.
Guerrero or Pierce, either or.
Yep. Well, that's the first time they've done that.
Well, and they did, but they kept the ball on the ground, and they got 5 yards on 1st down, so it wasn't the 1st down play with both backs in the backfield.
No, and here we go. It's going to be Pierce back deep to receive, along with Jaden Gonzalez.
But there was a little confusion also.
Aldana has it teed up for Laredo Nixon. He does a little bit of everything. Kicks, plays safety.
Catches passes.
Returns. Left-footed kicker who will boot it away. And, boy, he's got a leg. He kicks it down to the 3. Pierce actually fumbles it, picks it up at the 1. Starts up, trying to find some room, runs into his own blocker. Shifts his way up across the 15 to about the 16-yard line. That's where they'll start. Right at the 15 is where they'll mark him.
Torres on the stop there for the Mustangs.
So the Panther offense back out on the field here on 1st and 15, 56 or 1st and 10 from the 15. 56 seconds to go in the first quarter. Gonzalez out of the gun here. Gives it to Guerrero. A little bit of room. He's going to get 4 or 5 yards here. Gets up to the 19-yard line. And if you notice that time, Maury, they went back to that original formation they were using with 2 wide out here to the left.
Ortiz on the stop. Very active linebacker for the Mustangs this evening.
Why did the clock stop?
He was down. Number 19 was down after the tackle.
Oh.
And they blew the whistle, and now he had to go off the sidelines because they stopped the clock for him.
Back to the line here on 2nd and 6. Gives it to Guerrero again, room to run. Still got some blockers, and he's taken down around the 27, 28-yard line. A 1st down that time for the Panthers. Got 8 yards.
And they went right after the spot that was vacated by Ortiz as he went off to the sidelines. Now he's back in there.
They stopped the clock to move the chains. The Panthers will have to snap it at least one more time in this quarter. Takes the snap. Guerrero again bouncing it to the outside. Now he spins back to the inside, and he gets across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Picks up 8 or 9 yards on the play.
Aldana and Torres on the stop.
8-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd down and 2. And that is going to end the first quarter of play. And your score after 1, Laredo, Nixon 7, Medina Valley 7. And we will go ahead and take a break and come back. You're listening to Panther Football, and we'll continue here in just a moment.
All with low posted prices. Get 2 years of no-charge oil changes and unlimited wash tub car washes with your new vehicle purchase. Plus, no payments for 90 days and 2.89% financing available. Open until 9 p.m. every Friday and Saturday. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at mpchevy.com.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
We're back here at Panther Stadium as we go to the second quarter. We flip sides of the field here. It'll be Medina Valley football, tied at 7. It's going to bring up second down and 2. Medina Valley now going left to right. Xavier Gonzalez out of the shotgun. He's got Guerrero to his right. Now he moves him over to the left side, takes the snap, gives it to Guerrero, bounces it outside up to the 40, has a first down. Flags fly on the play as he gets up to the 48-yard line. Big run that time, but I think this is coming back for a hold.
Pretty good aim with that flag. He hit one of the Panther linemen right in the back of the helmet.
And it is a hold against Medina Valley. So that will negate that first down run.
Bring up a second and 12, right, Jared?
Yep.
Yeah, good run by Guerrero.
Yeah, he picked up 12 yards on the play. Instead, it's going to be second down and 12 instead of first and 10. They move the ball back to the 26-yard line. Takes the snap. Guerrero again up the middle. Backs his way across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Picks up 6 yards on the play. It's going to bring up third down and 7.
Ortiz and Priago on the stop for the Mustangs. I think that's pronounced Priego.
Third down, 7. Gonzalez to throw, fires over the middle, makes the catch. I think that was Millis.
Great job.
First down. Nice little slant route.
He hit Ty Millis right on stride.
And he gets to the 42-yard line, a first down for the Panthers.
Great throw, great catch. Overcome a second and 12.
Yeah, and he threw a bullet on that, too. He got it to him in a hurry. Gives it to Guerrero. Puts his foot in the ground, tries to get up the middle here, gets to the 45-yard line, picks up 3. It'll be second and 7 coming up.
Torres once again on the stop.
$10:25 to play here in the first half. Gonzalez in the gun, takes a snap. Quick throw out to the right to Martinez. Made the first man miss, but he can't get away from the second two. Picks up maybe a yard. We'll see. Now there's a late flag that flies in.
I think they're going to get 19 on sportsmanlike conduct.
For Nixon.
Ortiz, he tried to strip the ball out after Gonzalez was getting back up after the play was over.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Laredo Nixon, so that'll be 15 yards on to the end of the play, a first down for the Panthers, and it'll move them into Nixon territory.
So after a good play of maybe a gain of a yard or two, the extracurricular activities give Medina Valley 15 yards and a first down.
Well, that's a bonehead play.
It
You
is.
can't do stuff like
Nope.
that. For either side. I mean, if you're either side in a close game, you cannot be doing things like that.
And the young man that they called the infraction on has played a great game so far, number 19 for the Mustangs.
I looked at the sideline for the play here. 9:55 and counting to go first half. Gonzalez from the gun. They'll give Guerrero to the left side. Cuts it up the middle, and he gets across the 45 down to about the 34-yard line. Picks up 4 yards on the play.
Dominguez and Ortiz on the stop for the Mustangs.
It'll be second down and 6 coming up here.
I think, Jared, this is the biggest crowd so far this year for the Panthers.
Yeah.
Pretty much a packed house.
There was a packed house on the opening home game as well against John Jay. Out of the gun here on second and 6. Going to throw quickly out to the right, complete to Millis. I think he's going to lose yardage on the play as there was 3 yellow jerseys right there.
Yeah, number 13, Jerry was all over him on the coverage.
And
Nowhere to go.
Loses 3 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9. Gonzalez from the shotgun here. 3rd and 9. Probably 4 down territory here. Pump fakes. Looking to throw. Right side. He's got a man. He got bumped. That's got to be a pass interference, and it is.
Yeah.
Aldana never looked back for the football, and when the receiver turned around, he ran right into him.
Yeah, that was blatant pass interference there.
I believe that was number 6 was the intended receiver for the Panthers.
6 or 8, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Hard to see there. The numbers, the jersey bunches up, and you get 8.
That is 8, Gonzalez.
So that'll give the Panthers a first down after the pass interference penalty, and now Nixon's going to take a timeout with 8:30 to play here in the first half. A 7-7 ball game, but the Panthers driving.
That timeout is sponsored by Peerless Equipment.
Some scores from around the district right now. At the end of the first quarter, Eagle Pass wins. South San tied at 0. Laredo Cigaroa leading Southside 7-6 in the second quarter. And Legacy is leading Laredo Martin 21-7 late in the second quarter.
Good ball game so far between Cigaroa and South San.
Yeah.
I mean, Southside.
Yep.
Those are the 2 undefeated teams, correct? In the district?
I didn't know Cigaroa was still undefeated. I thought Legacy was, and I thought Southside was. Yeah.
Cigaroa? Who beat Cigaroa? I thought they were undefeated.
Thought Legacy.
And they beat Martin.
Thought Legacy beat him.
Yeah. Okay.
Out of it. Yeah, they've got both coaches out there talking to the referees right now. Probably trying to tell them, hey, your players are doing this, this, and this. The referee's very
emphatic about it. Yeah, absolutely.
Too, you know. And that's right. I mean, they got to take control of the game because if they let it continue, whatever's happening out there, it's going to get out of hand at some point. No, but I mean, you're still 8:30 to go in the first half.
I think Coach Sanchez is taking it a little bit better than
the
Coach Cabello.
Yeah, I don't think he was very happy.
No.
But he's going to tell his players something before he leaves. They're saying talking about the clock or something. And he was pointing down here toward the band side of the field. Well, we should be ready to go now out of the timeout. 8:30 to go. It's going to be 1st and 10 Medina Valley from the Nixon 22-yard line after the pass interference call in the previous play. They charged it as an official timeout, I believe. Gonzalez out of the gun, takes the snap, gives to Guerrero right up the middle, bouncing around, still on his feet trying to fight for yardage, and he got an extra one by the way he fell forward, gets to the 16-yard line. Gain of 5.
Priego on the stop there for the Mustangs.
Eight minutes to go. Takes the snap. Guerrero finding some running room up the middle, and he's fighting his way toward the end zone. He's inside the 5, and he gets taken down at the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal, Panthers from the 2.
Aldana dragging him down, but a good run. Guerrero cut back against the grain once he broke containment.
So 1st and goal here with 7.5 to go in the first half. Medina Valley looking to try to go back on top here in this ball game. They led 7-0, and then Nixon was able to tie it up. Guerrero in the backfield. Takes the handoff. I don't think he got it that time. I think he actually lost a yard on the play, and he did. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 3.
Jimenez leading the charge there for the Mustangs. Nothing doing.
Not something you're accustomed to seeing is a negative play in the running game for the Panthers. Good job by the defensive line that time for Nixon to cause some havoc there for the Panthers. It'll be 2nd down and goal here from the 3. Takes the snap. Gonzalez going to keep it himself as he gets down across the 2 down to they'll give him the 2-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Ortiz once again on the stop for the Mustangs.
So 3rd and goal here. And Maury, if they don't make this, do they go for it?
Absolutely. Nah, you go for it. What did we say you got to do? You got to finish.
Gonzalez in the gun. Guerrero to his right. Gives to Guerrero up the middle, and this time he walks into the end zone for a touchdown. And Medina Valley back on top, 13-7 with 6:06 to play here in the first half.
That time there was a collision between Guerrero and Ortiz, and Guerrero won that matchup as he spun right off of him into the end zone for the touchdown.
Update from the volleyball. The Panthers lost the second set to Southwest, so it's tied there, 1-1. Padilla ready to boot the extra point. High snap, but they get it down. Kick is up, and it is good with 6:06 to play in the first half. Your score, Medina Valley 14, Laredo Nixon 7. We'll take a quick break and come back. You're listening to Panther Football, and we'll continue in just a moment.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
We're back here at Panther Stadium as Medina Valley on top 14-7 now, and Rips ready to boot it away. Aldana back deep to receive. And a fair catch is going to be called for and made at the 30-yard line by number 24 for Nixon. That's Tomas Limon.
Is that who it is?
6:04 to play here. 1st and 10, Laredo Nixon from the 30-yard line. Ray Gonzalez. Oh, that's. I'm sorry. The defensive end went past the lineman into the backfield.
Yeah, Rincon
was. He snapped the ball and he got back. No penalty.
Yeah, Rincon was going in after that one.
I mean, and if he just snaps the ball, they got 5 yards. Takes the snap, looking to throw with time, steps up, fires over the middle. He's got Aldana, makes the catch, and he slings his helmet off. Oh, my.
They're going to get him for grabbing the
headgear. And they get it down to the 38-yard line of Medina Valley, and Maury, they got to put more pressure on him because he could pitch a tent back there now.
Well, Jared, you can't let him count to 10 Mississippi and still think you're going to cover the pass route.
And Aldana made a good catch that time. The tackle was made, but his helmet flew off, and they're going to say he grabbed a hold of it and ripped it off.
I mean, I was counting 1 Mississippi. I got to 10 Mississippi back there.
Personal foul, face mask against the Panthers is the call. And so that'll add 15 yards to a big play to start with, and Nixon's going to be deep in Panther. They're going to be in the red zone here as they're going to start at the 20. This will put it at the 24-yard line of Medina Valley. Good start to this drive for the Mustangs.
Yes, it is.
Oh, they moved.
Well, they didn't call it on anybody.
So 2 Panther players jumped, and it caused the line to move. No call.
Should have been something.
Yeah. Now the Panthers are going to come up close to the line of scrimmage here. Gonzalez to throw with time. Now he's going to get chased. The ball comes out. That should be a fumble. And they're going to say, I think this is Medina Valley football, and it is. They're going to say it was a fumble, and the Panthers recover it.
Nicholas Benke forces the fumble, and number 16, Morales, comes up with the ball. Big play there by the Panther defense.
We just talked about they needed to get some pressure. Well, if you notice before the snap, Medina Valley brought their linebackers, and I think one of the safeties up near the line of scrimmage, and they came from the right side, and it caused Benke to be free to come through there. It confused the line and their coverage, and he managed to get through there and force the fumble.
And then number 16, Morales, on the scoop for the Panthers. Big turnover, big part of this game right now.
And now you try to hit the home run. This is when you try to go for broke here. Takes the snap. They're going to give it off to Pierce. Right side, he's got some speed, breaks through. He's going to get to the 50. Brought down around midfield, picks up 15 yards.
There's the burst of speed by Pierce. Brought down by number 19, Ortiz, but not before a 12, 13-yard gain for Pierce.
They give him 14. It's actually to spot him at midfield.
And we get our wish. We got Guerrero and Pierce out there at the same time once again.
5:06 to play in the half. They're going to send Guerrero in motion. Takes the snap. They're going to throw it to him out of the backfield. Makes the catch. Spins his way across the 45, and he gets down to the 40-yard line. 10. You're going to give him 9 yards on the play. There's actually a Nixon player injured. They finally both get up as they were both tangled up there. But I like to see him getting Guerrero involved in the passing game.
Absolutely. Jerry and Saldana on the stop. Aldana, but good blocking out there on the edge by Millis and Gaia. The 2 flankers out here, good blocking downfield. Enable Guerrero to come in motion and catch the ball and get some great positive yards.
It's going to be 2nd down and 1 after a 9-yard pickup by Guerrero. Takes the snap, going to give it to Pierce. Gets Cuts it inside, makes a man miss, gets across the 35, down to the 34-yard line, picks up the first down and a little bit more.
Ortiz on the stop, and they had Antoine back behind the line of scrimmage, stopped, and he eluded the first tackler and got the yards needed for the first down.
It'll be first down and 10 for the Panthers from the 34. 4:09 to play here in the half. Medina Valley with 2 timeouts remaining. They lead 14-7. Takes the snap, going to give it to Guerrero this time, and he's going to get bottled up and stopped for no gain on the play. I think a flag came in toward the end of that run.
Ortiz once again on the stop for the Mustangs.
Probably going to be a hold against the Panthers, but we'll wait for the call.
That's the call.
Holding against Medina Valley, so it'll be 1st and 20 as they'll move this ball back to the 30, looks like the 44-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Whoever was holding must not have did too good of a job because he didn't get any yardage on that play.
Going to give it off to Guerrero, coming around the right side. Cuts it back in. Gets to the 38.
And Ortiz once again on the tackle for the Mustangs.
6-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd down and 14 now for the Panthers. Split backs here. Pearson Guerrero, 3 wide out here. Gives it to Guerrero this time. Splits the defenders, and he gets back to the original line of scrimmage. 4-yard pickup. It's going to be 3rd down and 10.
And guess who on the tackle once again? Number 19, Ortiz.
He's been everywhere tonight. Under 2:40 to play here in the half. 3rd down and 10 here. I'm sure they're in 4-down territory, Maury, so they don't have to get this whole chunk now, but they're going to throw it. Fires, complete out here to the right. Gets it across the 30, down to the 29-yard line. I think it was a pickup. That's a 5-yard pickup. It's going to be 4th and 5.
Millis on the reception there for the Panthers. Got half of it back, or half of it needed.
And they're going to stay on the field here for 4th down and go for it. They'll come to the line here with 1:54 and counting. Gonzalez from the gun. Takes a snap. Rolling right. Looking to throw. They fire back on a screen. Makes the catch. And he's got some room to run as he bulls over one man. Who was that young man? I can't see his number. Ruben Reyes on the reception for the Panthers. And he barreled over somebody after he caught that, and he ends up with a 1st down. He gets down to the 13-yard line.
I think that's the first reception of the year for Reyes.
Yeah, if he runs like that after the catch, they need to get him the ball a little more.
Absolutely.
Out of the gun here, 1st down and 10. They'll send a man in motion left to right. You're going to get illegal motion here or a timeout?
Legal motion.
Yeah, there's a flag down. So that'll make it 1st and 15. 1:19 to play.
Something we didn't see last week.
Still a lot of time left. Two timeouts remaining for the Panthers.
Going to be a 1st down, I think, Jared.
55 seconds to play here.
Medina Valley will take a timeout after Guerrero gets the yards needed. First down and goal from about the 2-yard line. Good blocking out on the edge by the Panthers receiver.
And so timeout taken now by, I think, was it by Medina
By
Valley?
Medina Valley, yes.
Yeah, and so.
And the timeout is sponsored by Peerless Equipment.
So it's going to be first down and goal for the Panthers here from about the 2 or 3 yard line. Looks like it's spotted actually at the 1.
You're going for a twofer right here,
Yep.
Jared. Get a score and get the ball to receive the second half.
Yeah. Well, and then the main thing is keep everything in front of you when you get them the ball back, because they're going to get it back if you do score right now. Gonzalez out of the shotgun here. Guerrero is loaned back, takes the snap, gives to Guerrero up the middle, fighting for yardage, and he gets in. Touchdown, Medina Valley, as Guerrero with a 1-yard run makes it 20-7 with 49 seconds to play in the first half.
That's good blocking up front and just good hard running there by Guerrero. That is what the Panthers needed right before halftime here.
Yes. Most certainly needed that. Get up by a couple of scores and then be able to get the ball back to start the second half.
Great job on 3rd and 10 to get 5 yards on a pass to Millis and then to Reyes for the first down on 4th and 5.
And the kick is up, and it is good. With 49 seconds to go in the half, Medina Valley 21, Laredo Nixon 7. Good start here by the Panthers as they managed to get points off of the turnover. This drive started after a fumble recovery by Medina Valley, and they take it down the field and score.
So you need to get good coverage here on this kickoff. That's sponsored by Gardner
Abstract
and
along with Rancher's
Title.
As Gavin Rips is going to tee it up and boot this one away. Aldana back to receive. Not going so deep as he was earlier, kind of standing up around the 23 now. And Rips boots it high in the air. It's going to bounce at the 20. Taken by Aldana. Made the first man miss, and then he's pushed out of bounds around the 26, 27-yard line. With 44 seconds to go, Nixon with 2 timeouts remaining.
Did not get the number of the young man that forced him out of bounds on the far side.
They'll start at the 26, and, I don't expect them to just pack it in here. I would expect them to try to air it out. You know that Ray Gonzalez can throw the football. We've seen him do it. Out of the shotgun here, he's got 4 wide. Tried the hard snap, couldn't get him off sides, and the few times he has, he didn't snap the ball.
No, they didn't snap it anyways.
Takes the snap, gives to Limon up the middle. Not what I was expecting. They pick up 6 yards. And the clock continues to run with 35 seconds left.
Maybe they're just content to go in down and not give Medina Valley another shot at it.
I wouldn't be.
On the turnover, but,
25 seconds left, takes the snap. Now they're going to throw right side, complete. Going to get the first down and go out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
And the Panthers will let them do that.
18 seconds to go.
For the rest of this half, rest of this 30 seconds, 18 seconds. That was Warren on the coverage out there. forcing Aldana out of bounds.
Gonzalez from the gun again.
Panthers are without their 2 starting cornerbacks.
Fires right side. Aldana complete. Gets a first down and goes out of bounds. Picks up 11 yards to the 48-yard line. 12 seconds to go. 6 seconds and 10 yards. And he got out of bounds.
Out of bounds, stop the clock.
Gonzalez takes a snap, looking to throw. With some time, now he's under pressure. Almost got away, but he could not. Good job by the defender. Was that Banky?
That was Banky once again.
Got to him, and Gonzalez tried to slip away from him, and Banky was not having any of it. He sacks him, and that is going to end the first quarter of play. The Panthers lead 21-7 at the break. And Medina Valley with the lead going into the locker room. We'll take a break and come back. You're listening to Panther football, and we will continue in a moment.
Texas, 268,000 square miles and then some. Twice as much elbow room as California. There's just no place like Texas. You can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Garner Abstract and Land Company, the title company with professional service and a personal touch. Garner services real estate transactions, buying, selling, and construction loans for commercial and residential. They specialize in land development and farm and ranch. Garner, offering a commitment to professionalism, confidentiality, and personal service combined with the latest technology. Garner Abstract and Land Company will work to earn your trust. Garner Abstract and Land Company, 830-346-1367.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations. Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
enjoy the halftime show. You'll hear Jared and I when Panther football continues to start the second half.
Yep. And internationally known J.W. Nixon High School Golden Spurs.
Golden it was.
With an established legacy of high kicks, this dance team is the award winner of 23 national titles. The Golden Spurs are under the new direction of Ms. Tracy King Lopez. Tonight they will be performing a high kick routine to a mix by Pitbull and Rick Schultz. The Golden Spurs are wearing pink this month in October in honor of breast cancer awareness. The Golden Spurs would like to dedicate tonight's performance in honor of our brave Nixon fighters and survivors. Be strong and fight on. In 2022-2023 offensive line includes Deputy Junior Martha Escobar.
Yeah, I know who's talking.
I'm blind.
Deputy Senior Amanda Rodriguez.
Hey. So we got Shannon Keller,
Deputy
ex-homecoming
Senior
queen.
Jersey Sky Ramos.
Oh, yeah.
And we got Brenda Keller, ex-homecoming queen, 53 years
Deputy
ago.
Marshal.
You know what that means?
Annalise Garcia.
It's just that the killers marry well.
And our 2022 Golden Spur Marshal is Senior Gianna Mendoza.
So I guess we all marry well. Uh-oh, 2020. I know. I brought the whole dance team up there.
Golden Spur Social Officer is Senior Carolina Medrano. Golden Spur Luis is Sophomore Kayla Rangel.
Hey, so
Now
Saturday
this
is
class
halftime
an
of the football
experience
game.
with dance team based on
San Marcos
tradition and
is doing
excellence.
that
The
recognition.
J.W. Nixon High School Golden Spurs.
And they told Tristan, they said, you're going last. They're going to present him with that
What time's the game?
conference award and everything. I have no idea. We're going to be here doing pictures and stuff, and then we're going to haul ass
Who
over
were they
there.
playing?
App State. Tristan said, I just hope it's a decent game at halftime.
Appalachian State?
Yeah. Team that beat A&M.
Yeah. What's up, Punk?
Had to get out of there.
So you got tired of watching Judge's 60-second home run, huh?
I watch it every night. Hope you do it. First class gentleman, man. Without a doubt, Cole. He's Mr. Yankee.
Never threw his bat or tossed his bat or nothing.
No tattoos or nothing like that. I got to pee, but that's a long walk.
You know, I heard this on the radio. Yeah, it was on the radio because they couldn't have said it on TV. But one of the ball games that was on Sunday, they carted the player off on the cart to the locker room, and then on the radio the next day they said, well, he must have had to make number 2 because he said, you know, the rest are a long ways away. He said, well, what about the other? Do you have to urinate? He said, we had a way. He said, we'd get on the sideline and get down on our knees, and a bunch of guys would get around us, and there'd be piles over us and stuff, but we'd get it done. He said, if we got to go the other way, there ain't much you can do. So 3 teams from the American League East made the playoffs. I didn't know Tampa Bay made it.
Tampa Bay, Toronto, and the Yankees.
And they'll all fall to Houston if they see them.
I'm going to tell you what, if Seattle makes it through this round, they're going to be tough.
The Golden Spurs would like to thank
They're rolling right now.
Mrs. Cassandra Mendoza and Assistant Principal Mrs. Ronette Monique for their continued support.
They got that Castillo, that's it.
Did you hear us?
Hello, Carly. How are you?
Good.
Good evening. I am Jessica Maple.
And I am Raymond Cifuentes. And on behalf of the Medina Valley High School Student Council, we welcome you to our 2022 Medina Valley High School Homecoming Halftime Festivities.
Now, please direct your attention to a Medina Valley High School color guard and the Texas 2009 Reserve Officer Training Corps Saving Line, who will be assisting with our homecoming court presentation.
Oh, he's got to be here with us, right? What do you think, Carl? His wife.
It is now time to present to you this year's homecoming court. Representing our freshman class as Lord and Lady are Jaden Harris and Reagan Crone. Reagan is the daughter of Molly and Jay Crone. She is a junior varsity cheerleader and a barrel racer. She plans to continue to play sports through high school.
Reagan is being escorted by Jaden Harris. Jaden is the son of Terry and Christina Harris. He enjoys playing basketball, tennis, and hockey.
You scratch it or what?
Representing the sophomore class as Count and Countess are Michael Newton and Addison Feller. Addison is the daughter of Sabrina Feller. She is a member of the powerlifting team, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Skills USA, and is the junior varsity volleyball manager.
Addison is being escorted by Michael Newton. Michael is the son of Lisa and Steve Newton and the brother of senior Matthew Newton. He's actively involved in Medina Valley athletics. Michael plays on the varsity football team as a quarterback and also plays baseball as a pitcher and utility player. He's also a member of the Athletic Unifying Council. Michael enjoys spending time with his family, hanging out with his friends, and loves anything sports related.
All I wanted was a drink, but I don't have any small bills.
Will they take a tip?
It's all right.
Representing the junior class as Duke and Duchess are Ashton Boteo and Natalie Brooks. Natalie is the daughter of Alexandra Brooks.
She is a member of the cross-country team, track and field team, Mu Alpha Theta, Skills USA, and the National Honor Society. She also serves as a Fellowship of Christian Athletes Huddle Leader, is the Junior Class Secretary, and Student Body Secretary.
Natalie is being escorted by Ashton Boteo. Ashton is the son of Lisa Hernandez and Daniel Boteo. He is a member of the cross-country team, the track and field team, and Skills USA.
Our first nominee for Homecoming Queen is Miss Sarah Daly. Sarah is the daughter of Kim Robinson and Robert Daly. She is a member of the varsity track team, the varsity basketball team, and is the reigning district discus champion. Sarah is also an athletic trainer. After graduation, Sarah plans to attend Sam Houston State University to pursue a degree in forensic science.
Sarah is being escorted by Homecoming King nominee Ruben Reyes. Ruben is the son of Denise and Ruben Reyes. He is a member of the football team, basketball team, track team, and student council. After graduation, Ruben plans to attend Baylor University to pursue his undergraduate degree, followed by medical school to become a neonatologist.
Our next nominee for Homecoming Queen is Miss Shelby Center. Shelby is the daughter of Julie and Kenny Center. She is a member of the track team, cross-country team, and a member of the National Honor Society. After graduation, Shelby plans to attend Texas Tech University to pursue a degree of cell and molecular biology. Eventually, she would like to pursue a doctorate in genetics.
Shelby is being escorted by Homecoming King nominee Matthew Santos. Matthew is the son of Barbara and Felipe Garcia. He is a member of the football team and the track team. After graduation, Matthew plans to enroll in trade school to pursue a career in welding.
Stay down. Don't go nowhere.
Our next nominee for Homecoming Queen is Miss Peyton Trowbridge. Peyton is the daughter of Kristen Sanders. She is a member of Future Farmers of America, the Medina Valley High School track team, and cross-country team. Peyton is also a Fellowship of Christian Athletes Huddle Leader and an officer in the National Honor Society. She plans to attend Abilene Christian University as a student athlete and major in kinesthesiology to be a chiropractor.
Peyton is being escorted by Homecoming King nominee Connor Stone. Connor is the son of Summer and Chris Stone. He is a member of Student Council, the National Honor Society, Dream Big Club, and Peers for Positive Change. Connor also enjoys playing on the varsity tennis team. After he graduates, Connor plans to attend Texas A&M University College Station to pursue a degree in business.
Our next nominee for Homecoming Queen is Miss Amy Johnson. Amy is the daughter of Jennifer and Michael Furlow and Crystal and David Johnson. She is a member of the National Honor Society and the softball team. She is also on the Future Farmers of America Public Relations team and plays bass clarinet in the band, Go Band. After graduation, Amy plans to attend Texas A&M University and major in visualization.
Amy is being escorted by Homecoming King nominee Ryan Quiros. Ryan Alexander Quiros is the son of Juan Quiros and Sonia Duron. He is a member of the National Honor Society, Peers for Positive Change, and is team captain of the varsity tennis team. In his free time, Ryan listens to music, cooks, and collects vinyl records. After graduation, Ryan plans to attend the University of Texas in Austin to pursue a degree in psychology or social studies education.
Our final nominee for Homecoming Queen is Miss Rose Simonson. Rose is the daughter of Dwight and David Simonson. She is a member of the National Honor Society, Science Olympiad, and Girl Scouts. Rose is also one of our marching band drum majors. Go band! After graduation, Rose plans to attend Skidmore College in New York to pursue a degree in art education with aspirations of becoming an art teacher.
Rose is being escorted by Homecoming King nominee Ian Vonderhaar. Ian is the son of Leanna Vonderhaar. He is a member of the National Honor Society and the Jazz Band. He currently serves as the Fun Ensemble section leader and the Science Olympiad secretary. After graduation, Ian plans to attend Skidmore College in upstate New York, where he will pursue a neurobiology major with a psychology minor. He then plans to attend medical school to pursue a psychiatric practice.
The candidates presented to you were chosen by the senior class to represent them. The candidates were then voted upon by the high school student body to determine this year's winners. Before we announce the results, we would like to thank Mrs. Reef and the Advanced Floral Design class for providing the floral arrangements for our homecoming court, and Mrs. Lee for all of her assistance with this year's ceremony.
What is your mom and dad doing? Your dad getting your mom to throw a PP to it?
Our 2022 Homecoming Prince is Ian Vonderhaar.
Dad, did you see the Cardinals game?
Your 2022 Homecoming Princess is
They're up 2-0 going into the 9th inning and gave up 6 runs.
Rose Simonson.
Their closer walked 4 in a row. How's a major league closer walk 4 people and nobody knows?
Remember that one with the Rangers? When the Rangers they brought 2 or 3 guys out of the league. And whoever they had in couldn't go. They brought about 2 guys from the bullpen. And I think they brought about 5 or 6 guys.
They brought him in what? They wanted him to get 6 outs or 5 outs.
Our 2022 Homecoming King is
Both teams are converging just because of raw.
Oh, Panther, you're cheating on that other thing.
Ryan Kiros.
And your 2022 Homecoming Queen is
There's like a whole section with like funny stuff.
Amy Johnson. Thank you so much to our entire court and to all the fans here tonight. The Student Council hopes everyone is enjoying Homecoming 2022. Thank you for your support. Enjoy the rest of the football game. And stay after to watch your high school marching Panthers perform their competition show. Thank you, and go Panthers!
See you later. Easy drive.
And
welcome back to the Medina Valley broadcast of Panther football. And not only did we bring you a great first half where the Panthers lead 21-7, brought you a great halftime show there too, Maury, as the homecoming king and queen for Medina Valley 2022 were announced. And the homecoming king this year is Mr. Ryan Kitos, and the homecoming queen, Miss Amy Johnson. So congratulations to those two.
And, Jeff, karma lives again because Mr. Kiros was on Sports for Supper at Sammy's on Wednesday.
Absolutely. So, hey, good things keep happening to you when you come and get on our show, right?
Yeah, be part of the Sports for Supper at Sammy's.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Maury, thoughts on the first half?
Well, the pregame thoughts what it was going to take to win was to establish some methodical drives. We did that, and also not establish them but finish them, and we did that also. Played great defense. Just a great first half for the Panthers.
Yeah, I believe we scored on 3 out of 4 drives, and all 3 drives were methodical. You know, you ran the ball. Now, here's one thing I noticed off the air. More penalties. We had more penalties in the first half than we had combined in the previous 2 games. I think in the second half, Coach probably talked to him a little bit about cleaning it up. Let's have these methodical drives, but let's don't get ourselves behind the change on first down. You had a 1st and 20. You had a 15-yard penalty once that took them back to 1st and 25. Don't get yourself behind the chains and do things right. Just clean it up in the second half. Continue to pound the rock. I like what I see out of the 2-back set with Antoine Pierce and Guerrero back there. We're going to see a lot more of that coming up. Not maybe in the second half, but I think more and more as both of them get comfortable running together, I think you're going to see a lot more of that. Here's the last comment, and I'm going to let Jared get back on here. But one thing I've noticed about the little hitch routes that we've liked to run with the freshman quarterback as he's been in there, Gonzalez, the receivers are not complimenting each other right now. They're not blocking for each other. You got to have that one block.
Right.
You get that one block, and what did we talk about last week? You got to get up the field. Yep. And here come the Panthers back onto the field. You get that one block, and you get up the field, and you make things happen, right? You get what you can. We're not getting that first block. So I'd like to, maybe that's one of the things they talked about at halftime also. Get your blocks, get up the field, and let's start doing things, a little bit better than we did them in the first half. Yep. So with that being said, Jared, you want me to go ahead and send it to a commercial? All right, we're going to go ahead and take a commercial break. You're listening to the Medina Valley Broadcast Network, and we'll be back as soon as possible.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
It's our biggest sale of the year at North Park Chevrolet. Choose from over 600 new vehicles in stock or on order, all with low posted prices. Get 2 years of no-charge oil changes and unlimited wash-tub car washes with your new vehicle purchase. Plus, no payments for 90 days and 2.89% financing available. Open until 9 p.m. every Friday and Saturday. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Route 10 in Castroville or at nchevy.com.
Welcome back to Panther Stadium. We're ready to start the second half of play. Medina Valley already out on the field ready to go. 21-7 lead for the Panthers. And, Laredo Nixon going to be kicking away. And Maury, they might not do it, but for a Nixon team, probably doesn't have anything to lose. This wouldn't be a bad time to try some kind of onside kick or some trickery here. Would not surprise me to see something like that to start the second half.
And just to go over what we saw at halftime, we let y'all watch the halftime show with the King and the Queen. And, we had a crowd mic out there, so we apologize if there was some language that wasn't proper. We had it out in the crowd, so, we apologize for that, having a live mic, and we just wanted to bring you all the halftime show.
As they do kick it away, and
great run back by Pierce. All the way out to the 43-yard line.
Wow.
So a great return there by Antoine Pierce. The Panthers here are going to set shop about the 42-yard line.
Yeah, and that's where they'll start this opening drive of the second half. Already with a 21-7 lead, they put up 14 unanswered points since Nixon tied it at 7 back in the first quarter.
And the girls won set 3, 30-28.
In the Medina Valley, the volleyball team won set 3, 30-28, so they're up 2-1 now. As that run goes for maybe a yard on the play by Guerrero, it's going to bring up 2nd down and 9.
Dominguez on the stop there for the Mustangs.
Amari, if the Panthers can get a drive going here and score and get a 3-touchdown lead in this game, it's going to make it very hard for Nixon to come back here and make them – they're going to make them one-dimensional. There's a pass, and he did intercept it. That's Aldana making a interception. Now he's on the run back, and he cuts it back across the field, and Xavier Gonzalez makes the tackle at the 16-yard line. What a play by Aldana, because he jumped that route, and he almost didn't come up with the football, but he managed to hang on to it.
Yeah, he read that route. He read the quarterback all the way, jumped the route, and almost took it back to the house. But a big turnover right off the bat, and we got a flag already. Going to be a sideline warning, I believe, against the Mustangs. It should be this one should be a freebie. Or we'll see. But it's definitely on the sideline for Nixon.
Yeah, and they tossed somebody.
They just threw somebody out of the ball game.
They threw the coach out. He threw his headset, and he's gone.
No.
It's that coach over there that's walking away.
Is it the coach?
No, he threw the headset. He's gone.
And that's not the head coach, because we saw him earlier. He's actually –
2 penalties, so they're going to get 30 yards marked off.
I don't know. The only thing I can think of he was complaining about
was a horse collar.
Would have been a horse collar tackle against Gonzalez.
He grabbed him by the jersey.
But, you just come off with a big pick and you march it down inside the 20, you're going to take it at least 15 yards back.
Well, and I know y'all can't see it on here, but if you look on their sideline around the 47-yard line, you can see his headset laying in front of the stands over there.
Yeah, he threw it. No doubt about it.
Not only that, he gets in trouble with the UIL now.
Well, yeah, he'll get suspended for a game at least, probably, and who knows what else. And now that, the referees are talking about how they have to handle this and what they're going to mark off here.
This may have been the conversation they had with the coaches earlier.
It might have been. You might have had jawing across the field, from the coaches. Who knows?
Hard to speculate, but we do know that it was definitely on one of the coaches.
For Nixon.
Yes.
Yeah, he's in the locker room. He's gone.
So they're trying to sort this out here.
Well, the funny thing about it is usually when a player gets ejected, there's a call, and they're like, so-and-so's disqualified. He threw him out like it was an NBA game. He pointed to him into the locker room like, you're gone. He's like, bye, Felicia.
Yeah.
Should be 30 yards. Here goes 15. There's 15.
That's one.
Yeah, so that moves him back to the 31-yard line.
30 yards.
And now they'll mark off another 15 against him.
A double 15.
So this should take him to the 46-yard line.
Wow.
So what would have started him, 30 30 more yards down the field. What would that have been, about the 16?
Yes.
Yeah, at the 16-yard line. Instead, it's at the 46-yard line.
That's almost where the interception took place.
Well, yeah, and the bad thing is here, Maury, for Nixon is that, you're down 2 scores. Medina Valley's got the ball. You just had an interception and turned the momentum around for you, and now you're 30 yards off the field here. If they don't score on this drive, you can blame your coach for that one. So Gonzalez out of the gun here. He'll take the snap. They're going to swing it out to Aldana. It looked like he might throw it for a second, but he pulls it down, and he gets to the 40-yard line.
Another flag. Now what?
They throw it. Yeah, they threw it right here at the end of the play. That would have been a 6-yard pickup, but Aldana, and he was limping around after the interception. I think this is a lingering injury. He's up, but, limping off to the side of the field.
They can ill afford to lose him.
No, he's been their best player this evening.
Him and number 19 on defense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he said he punched him.
Well, if that's the case, well.
There's another 15. You just gave him 15 right back.
Yeah.
True enough, but if that's the case, and you know who that is, the young man needs to come out of the ballgame.
Yeah.
If he actually did that, which I did not see it. It
Well,
was right here on this
it
side.
was here, but you're shielded, and you wonder, there's things happen in the bottom of piles all the time. Kicking, all kinds of stuff. Whether you got a face mask, biting, it happens. They do it when the referees can't see it. Doesn't mean it's good.
Personal foul.
And the young man did come off the field.
Blow to the head. Targeting. Oh, they ejected him.
What?
Oh, yeah, they ejected him for targeting. Oh, wow.
Is that a makeup call or what?
Oh, wow.
I'm not sure we can give the young man his number.
No, but and I know who it was, and I don't think that was the case at all. But nonetheless, you gave him the 15 yards back. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 26 or 25-yard line.
And you lost one of your better defenders.
There was almost a fumble. And then the Panthers run over Gonzalez as he had to bat that ball to himself again as he did earlier in the ball game. Actually, he's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Yeah, that was Riojas in there in the backfield to make that play after the bad exchange.
And you just feel like at this moment, any little thing is going to be magnified that much more, and the referees are going to call it because they don't want to lose control of the ball game.
And they don't want to show favoritism either. Let me go back and take a peek at that.
10-18 to play in the third quarter. Gonzalez out of the gun. Now they'll look to the sideline. It's 2nd down and 13. High snap, but they get it to Limon, and a tackle made right away. Gets 2 yards back, and it'll be 3rd down and 11.
Yeah, that was Riojas once again for the Panthers, along with Nicholas Benke on the stop.
So on 3rd down and 11 here out of the pistol, Gonzalez gives to Limon, and he's tackled in the backfield for a loss by Keller.
He said he was going to get one.
He said he was going to get one at the show.
And he
came untouched.
Did what he did, a tackle for a loss, and the homecoming king was also on Sports for Supper at Sammy's.
Yes, he was.
He didn't call his shot.
No.
But he didn't say he wasn't going to win either.
4th down now and 14. Actually, 4th and 13 after a 2-yard loss. They'll send a man in motion left or right. Gonzalez out of the gun, takes the snap, looking to throw. Has time. Now he's going to have to roll out to the right side. He throws under pressure. Incomplete pass. It was intended for Aldana. He'd have been short of the 1st down, and he caught it anyway, but the Panthers hold. Turnover on downs, and I know you gave 15 of it back, but all of that 30 yards with their coach right there, that might have just cost them the ball game.
Yeah, that was James Vallejo on the great coverage downfield as he had a lot of time, tried to get Aldana coming across the middle, but a great job Great coverage after he had to cover him for a long time.
8:54 to go in the third quarter. It'll be Medina Valley football now. That's twice they've turned them over on downs. Out of the gun, Gonzalez takes the snap. Going to give it to Guerrero up the middle. He spins away from one tackle and pushes his way across the 30 to the 32-yard line. 4-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Dominguez on the stop there once again for the Nixon Mustangs.
Second down, 6 coming up here. Xavier Gonzalez out of the shotgun here. He's got 2 wide outright. Takes the high snap. He's going to keep it himself left side. He's got some room to run up across the 40, 45, and he's going to step out of bounds around the 46-yard line. Nice run by Gonzalez that time and a first down for the Panthers.
Carrillo forcing him out of bounds, but a good job, good running job, got the first down.
Well, and what they do, they all went with Guerrero. He hadn't pulled it out but one other time tonight. He did it right there, and he picked up about 10 yards. $8:10 to play in the third. Takes the snap. Gives to Guerrero, left side. There he goes, down the sideline, 40. He's got a man with an angle, and he tried to jump over his arm. He almost stayed on his feet as he gets down to the 22, 23-yard line. Nice run by Guerrero that time. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
Yeah, and it was a touchdown-saving tackle by number 8, Torres.
31-yard pickup that time by Guerrero. And Medina Valley right back to the line of scrimmage here. Gives it to Guerrero right up the middle again. This time he's hit by a couple of players and dropped. There is a flag down on the far sideline.
Now you got a sideline.
I think this is going to be a sideline warning against Nixon.
I think when the side judge over there wanted to move down the line of scrimmage, he tripped over one of the coaches when he was along the sideline.
Waiting for the call from the referee. He's explaining it's a personal foul against Nixon.
Oh, my.
That's 15 more yards added on the first down. I don't know what that was on or who did it. It was over there it was right on the far sideline. I don't know if one of the coaches said something to the referee.
Because it didn't look like it was any action on the field.
Yeah, I don't think there was anything on the field that warranted that. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 13. Gonzalez from the gun. Takes the snap. Gives to Guerrero, cuts it up the field, tries to get down to the 5, but I think they're going to spot him at the 6-yard line. Picked up about 6 yards.
Jose Martinez on the stop there for Nixon.
2nd down and 4 coming up. 7:11 to play. Need to punch this one in right here. You got to finish this drive off and get that 3-score lead. Takes a snap. Gives to Guerrero again, trying to bounce it outside. Pulls his way across the 5, and he's still on his feet. But they're going to mark him at the 5-yard line. Only picked up a yard that time. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 2. And a timeout taken.
Ortiz and Jimenez on the stop.
I think there's a player down.
Yeah, they were getting after it a little bit in the secondary.
Yeah, there is a player down, and with that, we'll take a quick break and come back. You're listening to Panther Football, and we'll continue here in just a moment.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Texas. 268,000 square miles and then some. Twice as much elbow room as California. There's just no place like Texas. And you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Garner Abstract and Land Company, the title company with professional service and a personal touch. Garner services real estate transactions, buying, selling, and construction loans for commercial and residential. They specialize in land development and farm and ranch. Garner, offering a commitment to professionalism, confidentiality, and personal service combined with the latest technology. Garner Abstract and Land Company will work to earn your trust. Garner Abstract and Land Company, 830-346-1367.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
We're back here at Panther Stadium, and I just want to let everybody know that we're going to take an extended break because a player is down, and they're calling the ambulance over for this young man. Now they're saying no. Now they just deferred to the ambulance, and now this girl's got to run over there and call it off. But the player's still down. I do think it's a Nixon player, from what I can tell, but I can't tell. Either way, he's laying on the goal line. You can't tell. But hopefully that young man's all right. But we're going to take a break until they get this all resolved, and then we'll come back with the rest of the ball game. But you're listening to Panther Football, and we'll continue here in a moment.
Security State Bank, your financial partner since 1925, with one simple goal: to be the best bank possible to the families and businesses of South Texas. Check out Security State Bank's competitive rates and services from local people you know and trust. Serving South Texas with 7 convenient locations, including 1726 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call 830-538-9898 or online at securitystbk.com. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates, and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
Sammy's Restaurant and Habeas Alsatian Bakery, 2 legendary landmarks in Castroville. From breakfast to delicious hometown lunch specials and more, Sammy's satisfies your taste buds with the unique flavor of Castroville. And from fresh baked breads to pies and pastries, South Texans have made Habeas Alsatian Bakery a must-to-visit since 1940. Sammy's Restaurant, online at sammysrestaurant.com. Habeas Alsatian Bakery, online at habeasbakery.com.
Back here at Panther Stadium, and the young man was a Panther player, and I'd like to just say he got up. He actually walked off the field under his own power. I have a feeling that was some kind of stinger injury or some kind of nerve thing.
You got
to be cautious. But we're glad to see that he came up off the field on his own power, and we're ready to resume play here. It's going to be 3rd down and 2 for the Panthers here. Takes the snap. Gonzalez going to keep it himself to the left side, and he's going to be close. I think he's going to be about a yard shy. It's going to bring up 4th down about a yard.
Panthers can get a first down before they get a touchdown.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th down and 1. They need to get down to the 3-yard line to get a first down. 4th and 1 here. They're going to go for it. from the left hash, twins out to the right. Gonzalez out of the gun, takes the snap, gives to Guerrero right up the gut, and he's got a touchdown, not just a first down, but he pulls his way into the end zone. What is that, his third or fourth touchdown of the night?
Backs his way in for another score, the Beast Incarnate.
With 6:02 to play in the third quarter, your score, Medina Valley 27, Laredo Nixon 7. And the Panthers with a chance to go up a full 3 touchdowns. As Padilla on for the extra point.
Girls just won match 4, 25-23.
Padilla's kick is up, and it is good. Just squeaked over the crossbar that time.
Just enough.
Not one of his better kicks, but he managed to get it through. But your score, Medina Valley 28, Laredo Nixon 7 with 6:02 to play in the third quarter. And I know the girls volleyball just won their set 25-23, and that should win them the match. So they win 3-1. Yep.
Great job. That's just what the Panthers needed to get back into the district race in volleyball. Congratulations, Coach Griggs and the Panther volleyball team for coming through in the clutch.
And now with a 28-7 lead here over Nixon, the Panthers, when Gavin Rips looked to boot it away, Aldana back deep to receive. But, you know, Maury, you don't, a lot of people don't realize it. You know, they come down to a play or two here at the end of the game and they think, well, that made or break it. When you look at things that happen over the course of the game, it's plays in between. That 30 yards because of that coach turned this entire game around for them.
Absolutely.
Because they had the ball down 2 scores at the 16-yard line with momentum after an interception, and they moved back to the 46-yard line and were unable to get anything going after that. And, you know, you can look back on that, and they try an onside kick, but it's not going to go the 10 yards necessary. It went 8, unfortunately, and that was one of those things where Rips was going to try to onside it, get in front of it, and then try to field his own onside kick.
And it would have worked.
It would have, yeah. I think they had him caught off guard. Unfortunately, he just didn't hit it hard enough to get it to go the 10 yards necessary. And so that's going to give Nixon the football at the Panther 48-yard line.
11 players went far enough, but the football unfortunately didn't.
But, okay, great, but you're up 3 scores. Why?
You don't like that call, do you?
No, and then you're going to give him the ball at the 48-yard line. Why?
I don't like it either.
Yeah, that was intentional.
He just wrestled momentum back away from him.
Because you know they're going to throw the ball now, and they can throw the ball. They've showed that they can do it. Gonzalez looking to throw it under pressure, and he's going to get sacked back at the 43-yard line.
Benke first forces him out of the pocket right into the waiting arms of Morales.
Yeah, Morales on the sack, a loss of 7 on the play. It'll be second down at 17. And
who just made them 2 plays? The 2 defensive ends that Coach Martinez said they're going to have a feast back there because of what they have on the offensive line. They kind of know what's coming.
Yeah, and what they're doing is they're bringing 4 players. Everyone's dropping into coverage. Nobody's open. He has time initially, but there's nowhere to go with it. They're really coverage sacks. Gonzalez throws right side, incomplete as he tried to thread the needle to Aldana and couldn't get it done.
And now you're getting the quarterback. You know, you have 4 receivers out in the pattern, but he's only staring down 1 receiver.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's time to jump those routes.
Yeah, he's staring down number 7.
I don't think he's thrown it to anybody else tonight. He's thrown it to Aldana, I believe, every time, other than he threw it to Tomas Limon on the screen pass. Out of the gun here on third down. Gonzalez to throw. 3-man rush with time. Fires it over the middle. Almost picked off. Couldn't come up with it that time. Number 7 for the Panthers. James Stanton couldn't come up with the interception, but it'll be 4th down.
Tried to dive for it and just went right between his arms.
That's 3 picks the Panthers had in their hands tonight. Couldn't come up with them.
Yeah, 2 of them were back-to-back on the
opening drive. 2nd and 3rd down. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 18. They might pooch this. Empty backfield. As they come out to the line now, as they look to the sideline to change it up, Gonzalez takes a snap. He's going to throw. He's going to run it himself. Looking for some running room. Fumble. Ball's on the ground. Picked up by the Panthers, number 56. And he's going to get taken down. That's Gavin Aguirre on the fumble recovery.
That was Riojas, and he slapped at that ball to knock it. I mean, he tried to knock that ball out of his hands, and he did. 27 came up with the strip, and who recovered it?
Aguirre.
Aguirre,
yeah.
He's one of those young men that we've had on Sports for Supper.
Yeah.
People are making plays.
So another big turnover.
Wait a minute, you're going to have to tell me which name is first.
Out of the gun, Gonzalez. They're going to hand the ball off to Pierce going to the left side. He cuts it up the field across the 45, up to the 47-yard line where he's taken down. A pickup of 3. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7.
That was Aldana and Dominguez on the stop.
2nd and 7 coming up here. Not just no, but Lord no. 2nd down and 7 coming up here. Split backs here, Pierce and Guerrero. They'll give it to Gonzalez, is going to keep it himself up the middle this time, and he's going to get close to the 40. Looks like they'll spot him at the 41. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5.
Prieto on the stop there for the Mustangs.
Third down and 5 coming up. Out of the gun, Gonzalez gives to Guerrero left side, and he's going to fight his way close to a 1st down. I think they're not going to give him a good spot here. He's going to be a yard shy.
Well, it's going to be manageable.
Yeah.
They're bringing in the heavy hitters now.
Yeah, you got Kyle Stuman and Ruben Reyes coming into the ball game.
Probably going to run it right over Stuman's inside hip here if it stays true whenever that young man's out there. And what did he say?
Yeah.
He's going to get a big block. He was on Sport for Supper also.
4th down and a yard to go. Gonzalez from the gun here takes, they're going to get him offside. This should be a free play, and he's going to let it fly deep down the left side. Goes up. I don't think he came down with it over there on that far sideline. I don't know.
I think Hernandez did, but they're going to say he was out of bounds. And that wouldn't surprise me if he came down with it.
Yeah, but it was out of bounds there, but they should have got a free play out of that. This should be an offside call against Nixon.
We've seen Hernandez with some acrobatic
Yeah.
stuff there on the sidelines already this year.
And that is going to be the case. Offside against Nixon. That's 5 yards. And a first down for Medina Valley. Moves it to the 33 with 2:52 to play in the third. Gonzalez gives to Pierce, fumbles the football, picks it back up, cuts it up the field, gets to about the 32-yard line. He get back, a lot of running to get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Fortunately for him, that ball popped back up into his stomach.
Yeah, Moran on the stop there for the Mustangs. Very rapidly moving third quarter.
2nd down, 10 to go. Panthers will look to the sideline here to see if they want to change up the play call. Takes a snap. Going to keep it himself. Gonzalez, that should have been a face mask. I didn't see a flag come in.
Jimenez is going to get credit for the tackle, but it sure looked like when he spun him around,
Yeah.
he had a lot of headgear.
He's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 after a 5-yard pickup there on 2nd down. Anytime you see a head jerk back like that, there's usually a reason for it. Actually, it's going to be 2nd down and 5 now. They give to Guerrero up the middle this time, and he's going to get a couple of yards. Looks like he gets to the 25. Should bring up 3rd and 2.
Ortiz on the stop there.
Fourth down, 3 to go. Panthers converted once on this drive because of an offside penalty. Takes the snap, looking to throw, fires, complete, 1st down. Martinez made a man miss, and now he's gone his way to the end zone. He's going to be taken down at the 5. Little stutter step that time. Confused the defender, and he picks up a 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
Priego on the stop. Yeah, he juked the first would-be tackler, and he already had a 1st down. He just extended it a little bit more. Now it's 1st and goal.
Spotted at the 6-yard line. How about that, Maury? What's Medina Valley now? They're like 6 for 6 on 4th down in this game. Takes the snap. Gonzalez going to, I think he gave it to Pierce, who gets no gain back to the line of scrimmage. It's one of those plays. Pierce ran out to the left side, and I didn't really – he acted like he didn't have the ball there for a second.
It looked like he almost had to turn around and get it again.
And that will end the 3rd quarter of play, and we'll go to the 4th quarter. Your score, Medina Valley 28, Laredo Nixon 7.
The City of Hondo's South Texas Regional Training Center offers a multitude of on-site services, college courses for students looking to achieve their associate degree, vocational and technical programs such as patient care technician, welding, and HVAC, and GED through South Texas Junior College. Assistance with employment, job searching, job training for youth and adults with workforce solutions, or transportation assistance provided by ACOG ART Transportation. For more information, contact the staff at 830-741-8347 or find them on Facebook at STRTC. That's South Texas Regional Training Center.
As we go to the 4th quarter here, we'll flip sides of the field. The Panthers will now be going right to left. 28-7 lead, but looking to try to punch another one in the end zone here. It's going to be 2nd down and goal from the 7-yard line. Gonzalez out of the gun with Guerrero to his right. Three wide out here for the Panthers. Takes the snap, gives to Guerrero up the middle, cuts it back, and he's going to walk into the end zone for another touchdown.
I think I'm going to draft him on my fantasy football team.
But a 34-7 lead for the Panthers now. And that, he scored all 5 touchdowns for the Panthers tonight.
It might not be hard to pick the player of the game.
Nope. Padilla ready to boot in the extra point. His kick is up, and it is good with 11:54 to play in the ball game. Your score, Medina Valley 35, Laredo Nixon 7. And we'll take a quick break and come back. You're listening to Panther Football, and we will continue here in just a moment.
Tandre Gwynn Funeral Home in Castroville, Texas, has been providing funeral services to families in the Medina Valley and surrounding areas for many generations. Tandre Gwynn Funeral Home is proud to support the broadcast by the Medina Valley Broadcast Network for the athletes and students participating in this event. Go Panthers! Tandre Gwynn Funeral Home, Castroville, Texas. You may view obituaries at Tandre, Tondre-Gwynn, Guinn.com, or visit the Facebook page of Tandre Gwynn Funeral Home to view funeral notices.
Welcome back to Panther Stadium. 35-7 is your score. Medina Valley leading Laredo Nixon with 11:54 to play in the ball game, and Gavin Rips has it teed up for the Panthers. Aldana back deep to receive for Nixon. Oh, it's actually Padilla who's going to have it teed up this time. He's going to kick it over all their heads here.
And it's sponsored by
Garner Abstract and Land, along with Rancher's Title. And Padilla will boot it away, an end-over-end kick that's going to bounce and go out of bounds at the 12.
So they'll mark that out and bring it up to the 30.
Unless they make them re-kick it.
Or kick it over.
And they're not. The offense coming out on the field here. And so they will spot it at the 30-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 for the Mustangs. Gonzalez out of the shotgun here with 4 wide receivers. He'll take this. Oh, they've been doing that all night.
All night.
And you'd think if the center just snapped the football, they could have already picked up 20 yards on Medina Valley that way. They're going to give it to Limon on the handoff, and he's going to get stuffed in the backfield, drop for a loss of a yard, and it's going to be second down and 11.
Villegas having no part of that for the Panthers.
Second down, 11 to go. 11.5 to play here in the ball game. Panthers shift over out of the gun. Gonzalez looking to throw under pressure, lets it fly. He's got a man open, but he did not come down with it. Good coverage that time on the far sideline, and it'll be third down and 11.
That's Warren out there on the edge for the Panthers.
They picked on him early in the ball game, and they didn't really get anything but a one pass interference call on him. They really haven't had a lot of success going his way.
No, number 16 was putting pressure on the quarterback, and they had a lot of his jerseys. You can see it's still crooked in the back. They had a good hold on him.
Third down and 11 here for the Mustangs. Gonzalez looking to throw. Steps up, fires. Right side, makes the catch, Aldana. He gets about 13 yards and a first down up to the 41-yard line.
That time he just inside, out there on Warren, got Warren turned backwards and just cut up the field and got the first down. Lesher gets credit for the stop for the Panthers.
Ball up to the 41-yard line of Laredo Nixon. Limon, the deep back, takes the snap. Play action, fires a little slant over the middle to midfield to the 45, and he's taken down around the 44-yard line. They'll spot him at the 43 and a first down.
Lesher once again on the stop for the Panthers along with Rincon.
It's a 16-yard pickup that time for the Mustangs. Quickly they go, Limon up the middle. Gets across the 40 down to the 37-yard line.
Rincon dragging the running back down along with number 16, Morales.
Picked up 4 on the play. It's going to be second down and 6. Gonzalez to throw. Lets it fly deep. It's picked off down there. There's a flag down. And a return by the Panthers, and he might go. No, he's going to get caught from behind at the Nixon 35-yard line by Aldana. I think that was number 12.
That was Lesher.
Lesher on the interception, wasn't it?
But I think they're going to get the Panthers for a holding or defensive pass interference first, is what the initial flag was.
Well, and the thing was, it was probably defensive holding, but the ball was uncatchable. He completely overthrew him.
Yep. The second flag.
There's 2 flags.
The second flag is going to be a post possession foul.
Probably a
after
block
the
in the back or a hold on the return.
on the return. But I think the first flag's going to nullify the interception. And that would have been, the fourth takeaway tonight for the Panthers?
Yep. No, the fifth.
The fifth.
Because they had
the
two
turnover on downs.
Yeah, 2 turnover on downs, and then they had the 2 fumbles.
And the 3 could have beens.
Yeah, yeah. And the referees they're still conferring about this, talking over exactly what's going to happen here. There's 10:07 to play in the ball game.
Well, what gets me to think the play is going to stand as an interference is they're not moving the chains yet. They told the chains to stay.
You got a hold against the Panthers, and you got a hold against the Panthers on the return. That's declined. And so they'll take the initial defensive holding.
They'll take the
interception. And that will give Nixon the football back, and it will give them a first down. And the ball will be at the 28-yard line of Medina Valley.
Yep, so instead of a 15-yard penalty, it's going to be a 10-yard penalty on holding, where the pass interference would have been 15. They're marking it back now. There you go. Now he turned the right way. It looked like he was going to march it off against the Mustangs. Now he finally turned to the other direction. He's heading south now in the northbound lane. Yep, 10 yards.
To the 29. So it'll be 1st and 10 Nixon here. Out of the gun, Gonzalez looking to throw. With some time, steps up, fires over the middle. Aldana makes the catch. Sticks out the ball, but he's going to be short of the touchdown by a yard. They're going to drop him at the 1-yard line. He's running wide open over the center of the field.
That middle has been open a couple of times.
Yeah. Well, their touchdown, they hit him over the middle. There was no one within 20 yards.
No. I think that's
he's not going to get in again.
And that'll bring up 2nd down and goal, as Gonzalez kept it himself, didn't get in the end zone.
They're unpiling the wreckage there, but it looked like the whole interior defensive line for the Panthers stood tall. And it is about as close as you can get to being a touchdown.
I bet they run behind 77.
Under center, Gonzalez takes a snap, pitches it back to Limon. And
we got the ball.
No, I think Medina Valley's got the ball, but they're saying he was down before it popped out. The side judge ran in, was pointing at the ground that he was down. So they stop him again. It's going to be 3rd down and goal from about just inside the 1-yard line.
But the stripe of the football.
They line up again under center.
They're going to push him in.
And I don't think he got it.
Think he did.
No, he did. They
Did he?
signal it.
Okay.
Now they signaled it.
Made him work for it.
Yeah. But they do get in to make it 35-13 with 8:41 to play, and you can bet they're probably going to try an onside kick.
Some mouthing going on down there. Referee getting in there.
Well, and we've seen all kinds of stuff in this ball game. We've seen the Nixon coach get ejected. We saw him toss the headset. We've seen a Medina Valley player get ejected for targeting. And now Aldana, left-footed kicker for the extra point. boots it up and in. And so with 8:41 to play in the ball game, your new score, Laredo Nixon has cut into the Panther lead. Medina Valley leads at 35-14.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of strange things tonight, and probably one of the more positive, stranger things that have happened is when a young man was down and it looked like they were going to call. They had run over to get the ambulance to kind of maybe take him away. Got the thumbs up. He got up and walked off the field under his own power. So there's another miracle there.
Yep.
So we've seen a lot happen this evening. Some good, some bad, but the good was really good.
Yep.
And Jared, you've got to be ready for an onside kick.
No, you have to be because there's 8:41 left. They just scored. They're down by 3 touchdowns. You got to be ready for it at least.
Yep.
If they kick it off deep, great, but you have to be prepared for it. And we saw Southwest Legacy recover 2 of them against Medina Valley in a row.
Turn that ball game
completely around. Yeah. Yeah, that ball game won through 3 quarters, and then all of a sudden it just kind of wheels kind of fell off. Pierce will go back deep to receive, but Medina Valley's going to have 10 players up within, 10 yards of the 50. Aldana with the onside kick. It is played by Medina Valley, and that young man falls down immediately at the 46-yard line. I believe that's number 36.
Yeah, it was Vallejo for the Panthers.
Good job by him because he played that right in his chest. He was in the right position. Well, and what they didn't get was the big hop that they were hoping for.
And did you see who was right next to him? Number 28, Guerrero. So they had some hands people out there to make sure that they were going to recover that football.
Yeah, because that was one of your old-fashioned onside kicks where he's going to kick it across the field on the ground and hope for that big hop to run underneath it.
Fortunately, didn't get that big bounce.
So Gonzalez out of the shotgun here. He's got split backs. He's going to keep it himself to the outside, makes a cut up the middle, and he's going to pick up 3 yards on the play up to the 49. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Priego dragging him down from behind for the Mustangs.
Well, and here you just want to pick up 4 or 5 yards of carry here, run the clock down, and get out of this ball game.
Absolutely.
Panthers look to be on their way to being 3-2 in district play. Takes a snap, hands it off to, I don't think that was Pierce. That's number 46 on the carry for the Panthers. That's going to be Ryan Rincon on the carry. He actually lost a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 8.
Torres was on the stop, and what he did do is he went out of bounds, and that stopped the clock.
Yep.
Try to stay in bounds here in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, because that's the main thing here. You want to run as much of that clock off as you can.
Pierce now checks into the ball game for the Panthers.
They're going to give it to Pierce, and he's hit immediately in the backfield by a couple of Nixon defenders, and the Panthers are going to have to punt.
Yeah, Moran leading the charge there for the Mustangs, number 22.
He actually lost a yard on that play. It's 4th down and 9.
Wasn't too efficient of a drive there for the Panthers.
Ready to boot it away. Aldana standing back around his own 28. Gets the punt off, a high kick that's going to take a bounce and roll out of bounds at the 12. Now, Medina Valley very fortunate that they did not call kick-catch interference.
Yep.
Because they bumped into Aldana when he was waiting for it, but then the ball bounced over here, and I think that's why they didn't call it.
And I think he was just bluffing
a
little bit himself.
Yeah, because the ball landed 20 yards away from him.
A lot of new numbers out there on the defensive side of the ball for the Panthers.
Trips out there to the left. 7:14 to play. And a timeout taken by Medina Valley.
Little confusion on the defensive side of the ball as the Panthers have to take a timeout. Sponsored by Peerless Equipment.
When you got to think that they're going to throw the football, I mean, that's been the only way they've been able to move the ball against Medina Valley tonight is by throwing the ball. They've managed to get a couple of pass interference, a defensive holding, and then they hit a couple of pretty big ones over the middle of the field that's got them in some decent field position.
Yep.
So you know that their quarterback, Gonzalez, is able to throw the ball. He's got a pretty good arm. I think the main thing you got to do here if you're Medina Valley, and if it was me, you got to bring somebody extra because they've gotten to him a couple of times, but they're letting him take his time back there and look for somebody open, and they're giving Aldana a chance to get open. If they can get in his face and bring somebody extra here, I think they can get him out. They can pressure him. What's up?
They're pointing like there's something. There was something in the air. I was wondering if there was a drone flying over or something.
I saw Marquise here earlier.
That's a helicopter, though, or an airplane, small plane. They send a man in motion. Screen pass set up. They get it out to Aldana. He's got some room to run. 20, 25, and a blocker to the 35, 40, and he's taken down finally at the 41-yard line.
Great execution, great play call.
First down out of the gun. Gonzalez gives it Limon up the middle, and he's going to get to the 45-yard line.
Vallejo on the stop for the Panthers.
Actually give him the 46, a 5-yard pickup.
Along with Villegas. Actually, that was all Villegas on that stop.
Second down, 5 to go, takes a snap. Gives it to Limon up the middle, and he's going to get nothing. No gain on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Villegas once again for the Panthers.
Well, they're trying to catch Medina Valley off guard. They're thinking that they're going to play the pass.
Yep.
.6:13 to play. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Fires complete. First down to Aldana, and he gets down to the 42-yard line of Medina Valley.
Riojas on the stop for the Panthers.
Gonzalez to throw. He's going to fire deep down the left side of the field, and he overshot his receiver. Kind of dropped it in between the slot man and the wideout, and it'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Panthers had good coverage that time downfield.
.547 to play. So offside against the Panthers on that play. It'll be 2nd down and 5 to go now. Gonzalez out of the pistol. Limon in the backfield. Oh, they moved.
Going to get them 5 yards back.
The whole left side of the line that time. False start. That's the first false start penalty of the night for either team.
And when big number 77 moves, you're going to see him.
Yeah. He is a big boy. They said they had a big lineman on the left side of the line.
They weren't kidding.
Takes the snap, looking to throw. Fires. Aldana complete. Gets hit right away and taken down at around the 38-yard line. Picks up about 4 yards.
Good quick coverage there. Closing in there was Riojas. No yards after the catch.
Second down and 7 to go. And now we got an injured player?
Yeah, Aldana's down. He's been hampered by that leg and
leg,
cramps and stuff
all
night. It looks like it's the case now.
With that, let's take a quick break and come back. You're listening to Panther Football, and we will continue here in a moment.
It's our biggest sale of the year at North Park Chevrolet. Choose from over 600 new vehicles in stock or on order, all with low posted prices. Get 2 years of no-charge oil changes and unlimited washtub car washes with your new vehicle purchase. Plus, no payments for 90 days and 2.89% financing available. Open until 9 p.m. every Friday and Saturday. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back here to Panther Stadium. Aldana up off the field. Second down and 7 here. Gonzalez to throw. He's going to have to throw to somebody else as he steps up. Still looking to throw. He fires off his back foot. Almost picked off that time, and there comes the flag. They said he hit him early.
Oh, wow. I thought that was just coverage by Warren out there on the edge.
I thought he got to him a little early.
Did he get him a little early?
He got to him just a second early.
Wow.
At first, I didn't see a flag, but then the back judge threw it. And it's going to be, pass interference here against the Panthers, so that's going to give them a first down.
Wow. Little early.
Well, then they're continuing to hang around here. I mean, they're down 3 scores.
Well, Benke had him early, and he broke away from him and got a little extra time.
Out of the gun again here. Takes the snap, looking to throw, fires over the middle. Incomplete. Kind of threw that a little bit low. His receiver tried to go down and get it. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, that time Benke forced him to throw that ball way earlier than he wanted to, because I don't think his receiver was even out of his break yet. What are we stopping? What are we calling timeout for? What?
I don't know.
He's looking down and he's looked down towards
the band.
Is he saying something because our band is warming up and making noise down there, or what?
No, he can't be. They can do that.
I know. I don't understand. He's looking down in that direction.
Because they're warming up for the fact that the band's got to play after the game because of halftime.
He's motioning something.
They're behind the second white stripe down there, which means they can be there. And he's telling them they need to move back. No, they want to put 4:45 on the clock is what they want to do. The clock's off.
I don't think it was a player, though.
Yeah, that's what it is. They want. Yeah, there they go. They put 4:45 on the clock. Now we're ready to go here on 2nd down and 10. Gonzalez to throw again under pressure, trying to scramble around, and he's going to get sacked this time by – couldn't see who the number was that got in there. We'll see when he gets up.
I think that was number 17.
Yep.
I think that was Villegas once again.
That was Villegas.
Come flying in there.
When he got past him initially and then he managed to get back to him, he didn't give up on the play, and he sacked him. It's going to bring up 3rd down to about 17. That's what they needed. They got to bring somebody extra here and keep him from getting comfortable. With some time now, he steps up, fires, overthrew everybody that time. It's going to be 4th down. 4th and 17 coming up.
And he don't have the luxury of his go-to receiver out there, as Aldana's still favoring that one leg that he's been cramping up on.
Well, and their big lineman has to come out of the ball game right now because his helmet came off, so he's got to leave for this 4th down play. 4th down and 17 here out of the shotgun. Trips out to the left. And a timeout going to be taken now by Laredo Nixon, I'm sure, and they will take a timeout. Their first, they'll have 2 remaining with 4:01 to play in the ball game, down 35-14.
Timeout sponsored by Peerless Equipment.
At Southwest. Next week's at Southwest. Yeah, and that's going to be a big matchup because Southwest on a bye this week. But right now, Medina Valley, there's 2 teams ahead of them that they still have to play, Sigaroa and Southwest, and you need to get a win against both of those teams.
Yes, sir. And James Sullivan told us to please make sure we help ourselves to the food and drinks that'll be up there at Southwest.
Well, that's nice. Did you think Jukes?
Not yet.
Not yet. But I do want to thank Jukes for sponsoring the snack tray that they've been sponsoring for the last 3 years. So we appreciate it.
On 4th down, looking to throw. Gonzalez fires over the middle, complete, but he's none to be short of the first down.
Oh, no, he may have fallen. Oh, they going to give it to him. No.
That's going to be about a yard shy of the first down, maybe 2 shy, but Panthers bend but don't break on 4th down. They'll turn it over on downs with 3:50 to play, and it'll be Medina Valley football, and really all they need to do here is get a couple of first downs, and they can run this clock
That
out.
was James Martinez, number 21. No yards after the catch, and we also had James Martinez on the Sports for Supper show. But, yeah, I want to thank Jukes once again for furnishing the snack tray. Thank you, Kenton and Jeff and Marvin and Greg.
Yeah, we very much appreciate that. Gonzalez out of the shotgun for the Panthers. Gives it to Pierce, who's taken down in the backfield, lost a few yards on the play.
Moran on the stop for the Mustangs.
3:35 and counting. And a timeout taken by Nixon. They want to get the football back.
You know, and that's something that getting back to the snack tray, that's something, you know, we have the 2 officials that come in and run the game clock, and it's for everybody up in the press box, and they've always brag on how good everything is that's on that snack tray. Some of the stuff that you don't normally, a normal person that ain't familiar with Duke's Meat Market get a little bit of, and they sure enjoy it. As do we enjoy it. Because after a long day on a Friday, a lot of us don't get the opportunity to eat a good supper before we get here. So,
out of the timeout here, it's 2nd down and 12 for Medina Valley. Gives it to Pierce. Finds his way up the middle here across the 15 up to about the 19-yard line.
Ortiz on the stop for Nixon.
And they're going to take their last timeout here. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 here for Medina Valley. But Nixon, 3:23 left, down 3 scores. They still want the ball back.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a 21-point play in their playbook.
No, but tell these guys it's a long drive back to Laredo.
Yeah.
They're playing the points, too. They're not out of the district.
Yeah, exactly. They got to play for the points because that the positive points thing are the tiebreakers. Another timeout sponsored by Peerless Equipment.
That is the 3rd and final timeout of this half for the Mustangs.
Medina Valley still with 2 remaining, but I would really hope they don't have to use those.
One long volleyball match and a long football game.
Yep.
A 3rd down conversion here would be right what the doctor ordered.
Exactly. Then they couldn't stop the clock anymore. 3rd down and 6 coming up here. Gonzalez from the shotgun takes the snap, gives it to Pierce. He's not going to be able to get the first down. They swarm over him. No gain on the play. You might see Medina Valley run this clock all the way down and take a timeout before they punt.
Haynes on the stop there for Nixon. Butler back there in punt formation for the Panthers, as they're going to take this clock down, Jared, all the way as much as they can.
They might. I was going to say they might take a timeout, but they are going to snap it. And he boots it away, an end-over-end kick toward the sideline that will take a Panther bounce, but it hit the sideline, went out of bounds at the Panther 48. I mean, it just hit the sideline because it went another 15 yards.
Absolutely.
Inbounds.
I was thinking, now how good of a bounce is that? But it just caught the chalk on the plus side of the field on the 48 of Medina Valley.
2:30 to play. And Nixon with the football. And do not see Aldana out there. Gonzalez out of the shotgun. I wouldn't be surprised to see that screen pass again or something like that they ran earlier in the ball game. Looking to throw deep, though, under pressure. Gets away. He's going to slide down. Lost 2 yards, and the clock's going to run.
Good pressure from the backside by number 25.
That was not the play. If you're going to do it, throw the ball away.
Absolutely.
Especially you just worked hard, stopped the clock to get the ball back. Now the clock can run on him.
But Persley chasing him down, forced him to slide.
I mean, I'm not complaining. Let it run.
Oh,
but,
absolutely.
You know, for a team that's trying to get some points, that was not the ideal play for them. Looking to throw again. Gonzalez under pressure, and he's going to get sacked, run over back at the 43-yard line.
Oh.
And a late flag.
It's going to be on Medina Valley, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Well, that'll give him a first down. What would have been 3rd down and 20? Hmm. 3rd and 20, automatic first down.
After a great play.
Yep.
You know, you just cannot show that emotion.
Look, he's over here dancing. Not a one coach has said anything to him. He's over there dancing.
1st and 10. You're going to throw the screen. Complete out to Limon. He's got it to the 35, 30, 25, and he's taken down around the 22, 23-yard line. I told you to look out for that play.
Ran down from behind by Caden Keller. Still plenty of time to get a score at the end here.
No, I don't think the game is in doubt. The
outcome
of the game, but they're trying to get some points for the points. Gonzalez to throw. There's the screen again, Limon, and this time it's going to be snuffed out. Still manages to get about a yard on the play, but a good job there by the Panther defense to know that was coming.
Yeah, good job out on the edge by the Panthers.
Minute 4 to play and counting. 2nd down and 9 coming up. Ball at the 21-yard line of Medina Valley. Out of the gun, Gonzalez with some time. Now he's going to be flushed out.
Oh, my.
They held him all day. There's a flag comes in. The throw is low and incomplete. 43 seconds left, but they're going to move him back 10 yards after the holding call.
That one you had to call.
No, he
almost tackled him.
Right in front of the referee. You could hear everyone in the stadium at the same time kind of be like, come on.
Yeah, holding. So 43 seconds remain.
It's going to bring up 2nd down and 20.
Should be quite a few finals in the district tonight because this game sure seems like it has taken a long time.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's taken longer than what we're used to with some of the games that we've done this year.
Oh,
and
my.
He's going to get sacked back at the 42-yard line. Who was that, Maury? 55.
Number 55, Armio, I believe that is.
Yep.
Mario Armio.
Let's look at the finals from the district. South San beat Eagle Pass 40-17 was the final in that game.
That's not really a surprise.
Nope. 10 seconds to go here. This should be the final play of the ball game. As Gonzalez, probably going to heave-ho here, steps up. He's just going to have to run. He gets hit, and he's going to get blasted at the end of the game. Yeah. Yeah. And that is your ball game, your final score. Medina Valley 35, Laredo Nixon 14. Panthers improved to 3-2 in district play, and Laredo Nixon falls to 1-3 in district play. We're going to take a break and come back. You're listening to Panther Football, and we will continue in just a moment.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Texas, 268,000 square miles and then some. Twice as much elbow room as California. There's just no place like Texas. And you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Garner Abstract and Land Company, the title company with professional service and a personal touch. Garner services real estate transactions, buying, selling, and construction loans for commercial and residential. They specialize in land development and farm and ranch. Garner, offering a commitment to professionalism, confidentiality, and personal service combined with the latest technology. Garner Abstract and Land Company will work to earn your trust. Garner Abstract and Land Company, 830-346-1367.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations. Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Security State Bank, your financial partner since 1925, with one simple goal: to be the best bank possible to the families and businesses of South Texas. Check out Security State Bank's competitive rates and services from local people you know and trust. Serving South Texas with 7 convenient locations, including 1726 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call 830-538-9898 or online at securitystbk.com. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Welcome back here to Panther Stadium. Final score tonight, Medina Valley 35, Laredo Nixon 14. I want to let everybody know that we will stay here to show the band and everything on at the end here, the Top Cats, the band, all that. We're going to stay here so y'all can watch and listen and all that stuff. But this is a game that Medina Valley, they scored first, jumped out to a 7-0 lead. Nixon would tie it up at 7, and then Medina Valley would reel off 28 unanswered points before Nixon finally scored, made it 35-14. But player of the game tonight, Maury's got to be Anthony Guerrero.
Yeah, with the 5 touchdowns, no doubt about it.
He ran hard tonight. A lot of hard runs, a lot of yards after contact, as we've seen all year, but he put in all 5 touchdowns for the Panthers here tonight. Some of those were some hard running just to get down and set those up.
Absolutely.
And he did a good job as always. And so we are going to show the band here. Make sure you join us next week. Southwest, Medina Valley will travel down to Southwest. Also on Friday night, I think we're going to have the volleyball broadcast Friday night. Who they won tonight against Southwest, 3 sets to 1. And so we're going to let you watch the band, and we'll be back in a moment.
Is Luke Mascaro. Color guard member of the week is Gianna Medina. Now, the band will perform their 2022 marching show, Fate. Part 1, featuring the music of La Fiesta Mexicana, prelude and Aztec dance, played with Asturias Leyenda. Part 1 will feature trumpet trio Hamid Wilson, Aaron Sanchez, and RJ Rustin. It will also feature flute soloist junior Dylan Lee. Part 2 will continue to feature the music from La Fiesta Mexicana, The Mass, combined with Luis Fonsi's Despacito. Part 2 will feature flute soloist junior Trinity Mahoney. Part 3 will feature the music of the movie Skyworld, Desperado, mixed with Lil Nas X's Montero. Part 3 will feature Eddie Ocampo on alto saxophone and Myla Aquino on clarinet. We present to you a performance of pride, the Medina Valley Panther Marching Band. Valley High School Band is under the direction of Juan Carlos Rodriguez, Josue Solalinde, Jose Cruz, Jessica Maple, Elisa Rodriguez, Raymond C. Fuentes, and Carlos Jimenez. The Fine Arts Secretary is Dora Ramirez. Our color guard is instructed by A.J. Riojas, assisted by Cassandra Ramirez. The band would like to thank Marching Tech Danny Hernandez and Percussion Tech Eric Espinosa. The Panther Band expresses their gratitude to Mr. Tanner Lange, High School Principal, Dr. Scott Kalos, Superintendent, and all Medina Valley ISD board members. The Marching Panthers would also like to thank their boosters, Band Booster President Diana Mascaro, and the Panther community for their support. The band will compete at the Southwest ISD Marching Classic tomorrow at Titan Field on the campus of Southwest Legacy High School. The Panther Band takes the field at 12 p.m. Thank you for your kind attention. Have a safe trip home, and go Band!
Welcome back here to Panther Stadium, and as you heard that the band will be at marching contest tomorrow at Southwest Legacy. They'll be going on at noon if you want to go out and cheer on the Panthers, the Panther Band there. Final score here tonight, Medina Valley beats Laredo Nixon 35-14. The Panthers now 3-2 in district play. I want to thank everyone for staying around with us here. I know this game got to be kind of late. Congratulations to the homecoming court here this evening as well. I'd like to wish everyone a safe trip home, especially everyone that's going back to Laredo here tonight. I want to make sure everyone knows that they can join us on MVBN2 on Friday night for the volleyball broadcast. And make sure you join us for Sports for Supper next Wednesday night. And also the Panthers will be traveling to Southwest High School next Friday night to play down there. That's a big game for the Panthers. Southwest ahead of the Panthers in the standings, along with Laredo Figueroa. Those are two teams the Panthers have left on their schedule, so a big game next week against Southwest. I'd like to take the chance to thank all the sponsors, as always, for making it possible to bring you these games here on the Medina Valley Broadcast Network. As always, without you guys, it wouldn't be possible. Big thanks to Jukes Meat Market for sponsoring the snack tray up here in the press box as well. So for the Medina Valley Broadcast Network, for Jeff Stivers and Maury Stein, I'm Jared Lucky saying good night. God bless, and we'll see you next time when